Okay.
I want to get started.
Okay.
All
Get
right.
started.
Welcome back, everyone. Um,
Hi.
Last session, you guys were in the middle of your assault on, excuse me, the temple in Voskyrus, where the vestige of Jesus Christ, why am I blanking on the name of it right now?
Donna's Last Stand.
Honor's Last Stand. That's the one.
Bahamut.
Had resided, a vestige of Bahamut. You fought your way through numerous Yuan Ti, eventually finding, after a short rest, finding the where the shield resided under the guard of many big, powerful Yuan Ti. You were able to do a good old-fashioned smash and grab. And just run in there, grabbed it.
And we got smashed in the process, but
Noxus almost died, but you were able to all get back together, cast teleport through the weird magics that were making teleportation weird, and you were able to bamf away. Some of you at very low hit points. A lot of your resources expended.
I almost died.
Yeah, some of you almost dying. But as we pick up this session, we pick up in the tiny room at the Traverse Junction, the Alabaster Lyceum, where you just literally bamfed in, and the door was unlocked for you by the steward. After you asked him to send a message to Allura, and he told you that he is not a messenger.
That man can eat my ass.
It's all right. It's all right. Let's just walk. Just walk. Oh,
Outta here.
that's blood. Yep, I'm good.
Sit for like 1 minute, and I'll bandage you.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
sit.
Are those teeth? Oh shit. That's a tooth. Oh geez, that's deep.
Oh, that's all right. I still have spell slots.
As you guys are doing this, you hear a soft knock at the door. As it opens up, you can see what looks to be an actual servant or steward that is kind of peeking in and says, "Yes, we've been made aware of your return. Your presence is being requested by the council in the council chambers immediately."
Yeah.
Can you walk, or do you need a lift?
Just stable me. Let me put my arm over you.
I will do that.
Would you like a minute or two to get yourselves together?
We may need that, yes. Thank you.
I will wait in the hall.
Thank you. Thanks.
So after the cure wounds, I kind of stand there. I'm like, okay, I can walk.
No, I got more. Wait.
No.
I will crouch down to Nox so that my shoulders are at Nox's level, and let him stabilize himself on my shoulders.
I do so.
Okay.
What's Jorlin doing, that piece of shit?
Jorlin is kind of leaning against a wall. He's finishing recoiling his whip and putting it to his side, and at the same time kind of fixing the shape of his hat. And he kind of flicks his shakes his jacket that's full of just all sorts of gunk and dust and dirt and blood and guts. He kind of shakes it onto the floor, puts it on, and looks at all of you and says, "Well, it's been fun, but we've got an agreement, and I intend to honor my side and look forward to seeing you utilize that fine vestige on the field of battle. As I will return to Stillbend and rally the Relic Seekers to join you on the field of battle.
Sweet. Tell Arami I say hi.
Give some hobgoblins tinnitus.
Tis appreciated.
Thank you.
Hey, Jorlin. Boot.
Sorry?
There's a snake in your boot.
He looks down. There's no snake, and he
What?
says, "Nice try, kid."
Nice.
Anyway,
Nox, I think you're too tired to.
No, I'm perfectly
Yes.
fine. There is a snake right there, and there's one
He's-
there. There's one on
Oh
Pike's
god.
head.
Nope. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
okay.
In honesty,
Anyway,
though,
you guys should probably look after him. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead, Red.
yeah. Before you leave, just a note. I know you were interested in my former home, but just remember whenever you do something like that. I know you doth not focus so much on the people aspects of your work, but remember that you tread on former lives. Consider that when you're speaking of it.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh boy. All right, now I dropped out of the calls. I have to bump up my character sheet again.
He looks at you with a discerning look, nods his head, and says, "I will."
Good. Thank you for the assistance.
Of course. I look forward to collecting that artifact when you're done using it. And he kind of tips his hat as he strides out of the room. And you hear him disappear. The clack of his boots disappear down the hallway.
See ya, Doctor.
Right as he walks out, I make a minor illusion.
For the snake in his boot.
Yep.
I'm just picturing a snake in a boot that
Nice
stays
try, kid.
behind as Jorland is
Yeah.
moving away.
Damn
You,
it.
you just hear from down the hallway. Nice try, kid. All
Damn it.
right. Is there any other healing spells you guys would like to cast?
Who else is super beat? I still have spells.
I'm actually pretty good. I have a whole 49 hit points.
Yeah, I'm at like 30.
Enough to get us to a long rest, hopefully.
I'm gonna protect the bard.
Yes.
I don't actually know what I'm at the moment because I'm pretty sure my token was different from my sheet.
Well, that's why you should keep track on your sheet.
Yeah, I tried, and then apparently was one behind.
Did you?
Thank you, fine.
No problem.
Did you try?
I mean, it's
on-
different,
On
but
your token, it's 76.
okay. So I was one behind. Okay.
Bard got a bard.
All right. Any other healing you guys would like to do?
I'm all good. Long range.
Dope.
you
Well,
hear
just second
another
wind,
gen-
might as well.
You hear another gentle knock. Are you ready, masters?
Let's go.
Lead on.
Let's go. Please don't call me master.
As you wish, my lord.
That's worse.
If you will please follow me, we will be traveling at a brisk pace. And he turns and starts speed walking down the hall.
I continue supporting Nox as best I can while we go.
I will also
Let's
support
follow after
Nox.
them.
All right. The steward leads you down several hallways, ones that you've grown familiar with as of late, as he leads you into the main council chamber, where you are greeted by several familiar faces. You see there Allura Vysurin, Topher Brotoris, as well as Seeker Asum.
Awesome.
Yes, Seeker Asum, and a very familiar reptilian figure. A familiar shelled reptilian figure carrying a big stick.
Oh,
Ah! Is he listing things?
As a matter of fact, he is in the middle of listing things to the disgruntled face of Allura Vysurin,
Oh shit!
Darn.
kind of
What are all
pinching
the
the
things?
bridge of her nose, who's kind of pinching the bridge of her nose.
Tharn, what are all
Um,
the things you've achieved since we've last seen you?
Hello, Master Thorn.
Are many things.
He looks up over at you.
No.
No!
No.
Yes! Yes! Wait,
Real?
shit! I don't have a fuck. I don't have an. Wait, do I? Do I have enough? Do I have a 6-player screen? Fuck! I don't have the 6-player screen right now. Fuck! Shit!
Way.
Hey, Thorn! I'm sorry I can't show
What
you on the
is
stream
up?
because I don't have that.
Hey, man.
Fuck! Shit!
What's up, dude?
Welcome back.
Welcome
He
back.
can't hear you as of yet.
Shit! Shit! I can't
He's
show
not
him
in the
on stream.
Discord
I'm so
yet.
sorry. I didn't
I will
update.
He's
take-
not in the Discord yet.
Yeah. Shit. You'll just have to hear him chat. Sorry. I thought I still had my 6-player screen up, but I don't at the moment in this layout that I made. So, sorry. You'll
It's
hear
a
him though.
Beautiful layout. It's a beautiful layout.
I tried.
There we are.
Welcome
Hey!
back. This
Hey!
day finally just got good.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Master Thorn.
I
Fun.
also. So I was sitting here for a minute. And I completely forgot that we do the audio through Discord. So I'm just
Oh.
sitting here like, why is no one
Wait-
talking to me?
Waiting for the So as you guys come in the room, you see the council. You also see there with Allura Vysorin pinching her nose as she looks up with a relieved look to see all of you, as Tharn is in the middle of listing things toward her.
Oh, Master Thorn.
Tharn.
And I'll tell you what else you need. Oh, hello. Glad to have you back. I understand you've been places and done things.
What are the things that you have done?
Oh, there are many things that I have done.
Did you begin listing them, Tharn?
I begin listing them, yes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Eventually,
stuff.
Allura stops him. She says, "Yes, we've been hearing quite a bit about the things that Master Thon has done in his months of absence. The most recent things, I believe, they would be most interested in hearing about, Master Thon. The most recent things you have done."
Well, I walked in here. I started telling you how you could do a better job at managing this whole thing.
Before that,
Well, I awoke this morning and had a fairly hearty breakfast. So
after that, well, when you arrived in the city and those whom you arrived with.
Oh, yes. Well, as I was requested, I went and found people to aid us in this upcoming difficulty that I understand you've all gotten us into.
We didn't get ourselves in us.
We're not trying to get out of it.
It's the Bob's fault.
Yes, it's Bureau's fault. No, wait, what?
We went to get your shield.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
Bureau's fault.
Well, whoever's fault it is, that doesn't really matter. Though it's definitely not mine, and I'm here to assist you in getting yourselves out of what you caused for yourselves.
Right. Yeah.
Out of
It's very
character,
nice
I'm
to see
so
you.
fucking geeked right now.
Yeah, right?
I think we need 30 seconds for like a virtual hug session real quick. and then just welcome back, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you're here. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And I apologize that I don't have the 6-player overlay, so I can't show you right now.
Well, really, it's you're cheating everyone out of my hair, is what's going
Yeah,
on.
I know. What the fuck?
So,
at least show it-
this it's a new thing I'm trying. It's called being lazy and stuck at home.
There you go. Exactly. I feel that. But I'm at least putting up a picture of Tharn for people to see Tharn. So
Yes. Master Thon, I was specifically. Apparently, you sent him to retrieve some people to assist us.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did.
It sounds like something we would have done.
Some stone giants, perhaps?
Well, evidently, yes.
As
Do
you
you
look
not
off,
see the stone giant in the room? It's literally
yeah, as
giant
you turn
right there.
and look over in the corner, kind of seated with their, kind of sitting in the corner, as still as taller than any of you from their seated position. You see Stone Shaper Dehune.
Huh?
Uh,
Greetings.
yes, it is. Skipping Stone came and informed us we can repay our debt.
Well,
So we are here to do that.
the opportunity is approaching.
Yes. I appreciate any assistance you can offer.
We are here to offer it. We have brought a full war party. And she points out the window, and you can see down in the courtyard, there's about a dozen enormous, like wood and stone, like chariots that are being pulled by enormous bullets.
Is Spot
You
there?
are the giants that.
Yeah. Do we have?
Yes! I've heard about you! You are excellent! I'm so excited to meet you!
You should be. I'm quite the person worth meeting.
I've met you before. You told me your life story.
That's
I
true.
don't remember,
Over
but
the
that
course
sounds
of
right.
3 whole days.
I remember that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that happened.
That was a good
happened.
day.
Hmm.
We also traveled with others.
Who else?
They look at you, Tharn.
Yes, I was there.
He seems to have brought us as well a war party from the Rivermaw tribe, as well as the final regiment at Fort Daxio.
Yes, I did. If that's what you mean to say, then please say it.
I was trying to let you tell everyone and get the credit, Thon, but I apologize.
Credit does not matter to me. They asked me to do a thing, and as a friend, I did that thing for them. We are here. It has been achieved, as everyone knew it would be. They sent me to be the mouthpiece because they knew that when I show up and speak, people listen and do what I ask.
Quite charming. Just as always.
I am well known as the diplomatic one of this group.
I will not argue.
Please see my archive of this campaign to see how that actually turned out.
Plug.
Well, so we've Master Thon has added 3 regiments to our growing forces. Those 3 regiments, for those of you keeping track, would be heavy infantry, the final show regiment from Fort Daxio, light infantry, the Rivermaw clan's war party, and cavalry, the stone giant bullet chariots.
That's one way to refer to them.
Additionally, there's also a very ornery pack of squirrels.
Yes.
Led by Tharn?
That counts.
Yes.
That counts as another
Yeah.
regiment, right?
Indeed, led by Tharn.
In time.
That's the
you
featherweight
also-
infantry.
You also notice, secondly, after you guys have kind of calmed down from seeing Tharn and you're kind of looking him over, you notice that stick that he always carries seems bigger and knottier and gnarlier.
Did you get a new stick, Tharn?
That is
No,
a
it is the
gnarly
same-
stick you have there.
It is the same stick. It has just been feather blessed by the Wild Mother.
Wonderful.
So she touched your stick.
Yes.
Yes,
Apparently, your stick has been well and truly blessed by the Wild Mother.
yes. She has inserted her power into her stick as I insert my stick into her power. And will and being.
Farku's not gonna say anything. He's gonna just hold it all back and just.
So, Alora pipes in. So, you all look a bit worse for wear. Were you successful in your endeavors?
I hold up the shield. Yes.
And I
it
hold up
hurt.
Nox.
It hurt a lot, but we got it done.
You see. Sorry, go ahead, John.
Oh, I just said we got it done. That was it.
Okay. As you're looking them over now, Tharn, they all look pretty fucked up. Like they all look pretty beat up. But I mean,
Do I
apparently they've been-
vocalize Tharn doesn't care?
No, you don't have to. I'm just informing.
I just don't know another way to do
Tharn
that.
is a healer. You can say that. You can just say Tharn thinks I don't give a fuck. But yeah, they look pretty beat up and roughed up, and like they've been staying in a sleeping in a jungle for a few days.
But I knew that they were like adventuring and doing stuff, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They
Yeah,
told
people
you.
sleep outside. Shit happens.
Yeah.
Sleeping outside is normal. That's fine. Like what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, there's mud on your fancy pantaloons. Ooh, let me fix that.
You're gonna need some prestidigitation spray.
You watch as kind of Topher stands up and walks over and just kind of looks at it with like awe in her face.
Yeah.
Aww.
No, not that all.
Not that awe. Shock and
Yeah.
awe.
Yeah, it's a shield. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Whoa, it's a little close there, Topher.
Sorry. Well done. Your plans have been enacted. The bulk of our forces are moving to Craghammer. We've had a few stay behind. But the bulk of the force has been moving there.
Well, that's good news.
Do you have any news for? I mean, obviously you found it.
Yeah. I don't know. When I got close to it, I make the spear appear. This started to vibrate. I don't know what it means. A little loopy too, so forgive me.
You look like you've been through quite the battle.
I got bit by 7-headed snake lady. Fun. Or was it 6? I can't remember. It hurt.
I think it
I
was
died.
6.
I think I died. Did I die?
No,
did not
you didn't die.
No.
I almost
You got
died.
knocked the hell out though.
I
Yes.
almost died.
You all look like you could use a rest.
Yes, I would say that as an order.
It would be much appreciated. Yes.
Might be nice.
Yes, indeed. You do all look like you could use a rest.
Motherfucker!
What the what? Who? Where?
No! No! No!
You're gross.
Where is he?
As you guys
What?
turn to your right, you
I
see
agree. You do look like you could use a rest.
you see in all of his glory Vandrick off to the side in the hall before the set of 5 chairs that the council members sit in, almost as if he's ready to address the court if it were if such a thing were there.
Laura, he's really bad, and I'm weak on magic.
I throw a hand axe at him.
I throw my spear
you-
at him.
You throw your hand axe and it
Illusion.
passes right through his floor.
God's damn
As does your spear, Noxus.
Motherfucker! What the fuck are you doing here?
Have you gotten it all out of your system? No.
No.
I
throw my holy avenger at
I'm
him.
gonna have to
Fuck
put
that.
you in a chair. Now. I'm gonna have to put you in a chair now. And I put Nox in a chair, and then go over and start swinging my sword through the illusion just constantly.
Yeah, you're just swinging your
Fucking
sword,
wizard.
passing right through.
Bullshit!
Go ahead, get it out of your system. Go ahead.
I walk up and I cast a spell magic.
You walk up and you cast Dispel Magic. At what level?
I'll just do it at 3rd level.
Roll a Wisdom check for me.
Ooh,
I
ooh.
believe.
I believe he can do it.
First roll back.
Seems like you're going to have to waste 2 spells to mock us, Bill.
Oh!
It's not the very.
You watch as Tharn walks up, grips his holy symbol, waves his hand, and the illusion just vanishes, blinks out of existence.
Thanks.
Isn't
Thorn.
that
Thank you,
waving
Mr.
at it?
Turtle.
I have certainly missed you, Master Thorn.
Thank
I
you.
know.
Thank you, Tharn. You are beautiful, Tharn.
I'm not sure what that was, but it seemed like an illusion that you did not like. So
Oh.
It was
It is
an
gone.
illusionary projection. You've now just elongated this process. Please.
What the fuck? He's still here. God
I-
damn it.
Eat my entire ass, you stupid goblin bitch!
Yes, it's good you get this all out of your system now. Are you finished, and can I present my lord and lady?
Your lord, what?
Are you done being childish? Okay.
I go over. instead of
You have
swinging
no
my sword
reason
at
to
him,
speak of childishness, sir.
I
I
stick
will,
my fingers up his illusory nose.
I
Hey.
will cast Dispel Magic on him.
At what level?
Level 4.
Oh, so Thorn
Level
does have a
4?
chat inspiration now.
Yeah.
Roll a charisma check. Oh, that's a
I
new
flip
thing.
him
That's a new thing, Tharn.
Tharn.
We have chat inspiration now, so my chat can give people a d6 of inspiration as like
So
a
you have
bardic
a-
inspiration.
Yeah, you have a D6 inspiration die that lasts for the session.
I'm not going to remember to use it. But thanks.
Bureau, as you cast your Dispel Magic, it washes over the illusion to no effect. He's like, "Are you done now? This is getting tiresome."
Well, I am tired.
I'm very tired, but I'm never too tired to kick your ass.
Would you guys get your dog on a leash, please? We have important things to discuss.
Oh no, I like him off his leash.
Oh, that was so wrong. I'm so
If
Just
you are
let-
done throwing your tantrum, I believe introductions are in order. And he turns to the side. As he turns to the side, you see 2 very imposing hobgoblin figures. Their illusions appear almost as if they're stepping forward. You see, as Vandrick turns and says, "May I present His Royal Authority, the Iron Emperor Tizja Tizam, and Her Holiness, the Iron Empress Vezid Tizam."
I just hold up 2 middle fingers.
Which 2?
Nox has nothing but middle fingers.
Yeah.
The Simpsons.
Wait, how many fingers?
It's very
do you have?
nice, but they can also
as
eat
you,
my ass.
as they step forward, you notice a physically imposing male hobgoblin wearing black and red plate armor with a stylized curved sword at his hip, and what looks to be an arcane tome just freely floating in front of him. He, if the illusion is not a projection, he stands at a solid 7+ feet tall. And next to him, an equally imposing, probably 6'6" female hobgoblin in holy vestments, carrying a staff with the symbol of the Strife Emperor at the end of it. Stand forward, and the man speaks, and he says, "Thank you, Vandrick. I am Iron Emperor Tizja Tizam."
Sorry, one more time?
Tizja Tizam.
No,
Didn't
never
catch
heard
that.
of
One
him.
more time?
Are you guys doing this in character, or is this you just asking me?
Totally in
character.
character.
I throw hand axe at
You're
him.
breaking up.
Oh.
Sorry, just terrible signal in here.
Yeah. He continues on. He continues on. At this point, you will be aware of the utter destruction of Singorn, and my army will break camp and march on the morrow. If that is necessary, for I am merciful, and I have come to offer you the opportunity for a full surrender.
I think he's serious, Thorn.
I was
That was
actually-
Vanya.
I was
That was
actually
Vanya.
not aware of any of that information.
Vanya?
No,
I
it's
thought that was
Vanya.
Thorn.
It sure was Vanya.
Oh, Vanya, I think he was serious.
Just
Uh,
speak
no,
I'll
your
seem
piece.
merciful to you,
That
you
whole-
son of an ass-the-basket bitch!
Just speak your piece, which is no peace at all, and be gone.
I offer you the opportunity to save the bulk of your civilization.
Why? So we can be slaves? Fuck no. Fuck you.
You can
I
serve,
go over to him and loom.
so you can serve a more glorious purpose than yourself.
No.
Already do.
No.
Eat my entire ass, you
The
stupid
world
bitch.
I already served the greatest and most important purpose that this world could know.
I second that. Mine's different though.
I speak of a perfect and ordered peace in the future under our superior race.
Then we're talking about two very different things, I believe.
So this can be accomplished one of two ways. We can
kill you.
burn your cities to the ground and leave rubble in our wake and many dead. Or you all can facilitate the surrendering of you and your people, and will be granted positions of authority and honor beneath all hobgoblins to oversee your servitude.
There is
You
no
know,
honor in
guys-
what you do.
Kursk, what do
guys-
you think? Should we trust him?
Yeah, looking.
That's a very
great
good
question.
question. Cursed, what do you?
Whatever you say,
You got plate armor. Pretend
No,
like you have a
Kursk.
fucking backbone, Kursk.
Cursed,
Cursed.
fuck that
This-
noise.
Yeah,
This is the
Kursk.
fucking asshole who is in charge of the people who put you in a fucking cage and put you in chains. What the fuck do you think of this pussy ass bitch coming up in here and trying to talk shit to us?
Yeah, Bill, cuss yourself
think-
out right now.
Bard gonna bard.
I think he'd want to be feared and respected.
Well,
Oh, how I
I
hate
don't
Bard.
do fear, and I don't really do respect either to people who come in and try and tell me what the fuck they think I should be doing.
As their servants taunt us in our thoughts constantly, looking at Vandrig.
Yeah. Here's a better idea.
He
you
grins.
go crawl into a hole
Just try
and fucking
to
die.
develop a rapport.
No, fuck you. Shut the fuck up, Vandrick. Here's my counteroffer to you, Tiska.
The emperor turns to the rest of the council and says, "Does this bemoaning animal speak for you?" Laura says, "As none of you
I love
say
that moment
when Bill paused like he was waiting for one of us to respond, and then he realized that he's the council?
Yeah, we're not the fucking council.
No, I was. You guys, I figured you guys haven't had a problem chiming in it yet.
Who's
so
on the
I-
Tal'Darim Council? Is it us?
Laura says, I mean,
Wait, Bill, are you
For a
on the
moment, we won't interrupt you.
I just don't want to interrupt
Yeah,
you.
go ahead, Bill. Go ahead,
so
Bill.
Laura looks at him and says, I mean, technically speaking, he doesn't speak for the city of Amon in an official capacity. Though I can personally say that I endorse his positions.
Yeah, Laura.
Wow, thank you, Laura.
As I was saying, counter offer. You go crawl into a hole and die rotting alone and forgotten by yourself? And I won't come, rip your head off in front of your entire army, shit down your throat, and grind your bones to make my fucking bread.
What he said.
Make your bread if you shit down his throat. I believe that the neck bones and most of the upper body would be somewhat covered in feces.
That's part of the point! I'm willing to spite myself just to show how much I fucking hate him!
It's your feces covered bones to
Fair
make your
enough.
bread.
Well, a moment, Master Zone.
It appears that you cannot see reason, so another lesson must be taught.
How
Another example made.
I
And
just pointed out that
another
feces covered
city left in
bones
rubble.
made into
As the
bread.
illusion
would be-
blocks out,
Oh, fuck.
as the illusions blink away.
Damn it. I had a
I
good
have-
thing, you all.
I
Damn it.
have a question.
Sorry.
I have a question. He said he was gonna burn something on the morrow. Did he mean Amon, or did he mean something else?
Laura, have you heard from Scanlan? Do we know where they are?
Yes, he's been keeping in regular contact. They have yet to have left the ruins of Singorn. They were still making camp last he noticed. I mean, the Emperor did just say that if we refused his offer, he intended on the morning to break camp and begin renew his march.
So where would they be? Well, what's within a day's march of them that they could?
A day's march of a
Use-
track.
I don't think it's
Would you,
necessarily a day's march for a
Kaimel,
day's
maybe?
march away. It's just the next thing that he's going
Kaimel.
to burn to try and show us, yes, I don't have a tiny little dick and I'm totally intimidating. See that fucking black armor of his? Gods.
We get it. You don't like him.
Vanya has strong
That's
opinions.
fine.
He also there was a lot of talking going on when I was saying this in character and stuff. I'm not like saying, "Hey, don't talk," but like so just I'll say it again so you guys can, if you didn't hear it. He didn't say anything about on the morrow. He just said another lesson must be taught. Another city must be left in rubble in our wake. Another lesson or another example made.
What's the likely target?
Kaimel.
Lure says, I am no military commander. Topher says, that depends on what their intentions are. If they intend to head to Amon, they'll go through the Emerald Outpost first. If they are heading north, the next city in their way is Kaimel.
Who's at the Emerald Outpost? Can we warn them
Skeleton
to?
crew as of now.
Can we warn them to evacuate?
We can send a message, aye.
Do you not think the giant Tarrasque walking towards them would be enough of a signal to evacuate?
No, apparently not.
I
Apparently
mean,
not. Singorn got destroyed.
it's kind of one of those if you can see it, it's too late things, right?
Yes, I'd heard something about that about 20 seconds ago from that false image person. By the way, who was that and what exactly is going on?
So he
He's
is the
an
leader
asshole.
of the Hobgoblins who is marching his army and a Tarrasque that is under his control
Yep.
To destroy and or conquer.
You don't know what that is, Darn.
Oh, by the
I
way,
thought we
he's
explained this to
riding-
him.
He's riding it. He's riding the.
I explained the Tarrasque to
It's
Tharn.
some sort of large, horrible creature, right?
Yes.
Very large, extremely horrible.
Much bigger than a dragon.
That's all right. One thing we have proven is that all things die.
Yes, but
That is
So
true.
we do.
Master
That's
Thorn, when this creature kills you, it can destroy your very soul, your existence.
Yes.
Also, we're not supposed to kill it because it can revive itself, but we have to imprison it.
Most
What? You cut out.
die.
Things
Most
die.
This is
Well,
the
all things
exception.
die, some just come back. All that means is that we get to kill it again. I see no problem with that, mostly. Actually, there are several problems with that.
Yeah, Ren gives Vanya like a poignant look when he talks about like killing things and that particular.
There's a lot of problems with
dying.
that one.
Also, Fike is biting his cheek, going, "Oh yeah, we should have evacuated people." I only said that fucking few days ago.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm just thinking that in my head.
And that, okay, you don't actually say it.
No. Apparently, we couldn't do it then.
Well, I can send a message to the commander of the Emerald Outpost and tell them to vacate it.
Meet us at
Probably to
Craghammer.
Kymel too.
Yeah. Try and get as many people to
That is
Craghammer
a-
as we can.
That's a bit more of a do, evacuating Kymel.
Well, just captain the city guard just to try to. I mean,
Saving
people are going to
some-
want to stay. People are going to want to go. It's their choice whether or not they do. But at least we could sleep soundly knowing that we made the effort.
I agree.
Saving some is better than saving none, right?
Of course, I will send. I will teleport emissaries there at once.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Alora.
And send a message to the Emerald Outpost, informing them to keep an eye out. Just a small crew remain keeping an eye out for the Tarrasque on the horizon, and the second they see it, report in and retreat.
I think maybe they should plan on retreating altogether.
I think
More
it's
the
leave
merrier.
now.
Yeah.
Like, let them raise the Emerald Outpost, fine. But as long as we have nobody in there,
Very well.
We can always
Um,
rebuild.
It sounds like
It's much better to get these people out of there and save their lives than for them to stay behind and give us any useful intelligence on the movement of a large army.
We have
have a
Master
spy.
Scanlan for that.
Again, I have very little information on the whole of this situation.
Yes.
he's a very tricky gnomish person.
it sounds like we had better get our rest on and continue on with recovering
Well,
the
perhaps
item.
you all should. Yes, indeed. Quarters have been made available for all of you within the palace. Perhaps you should spend the evening before going to bed filling Master Thorn in on what you've done, what is going on, and what you're intending to do going forward.
Certainly.
We do it in list form.
But first things first.
You do it in any form you wish. However, yes. Yes, Bureau?
Tharn, I rescued these 2 Triceratops eggs on our last quest. Do you think the Temple of the Wild Mother might be willing to care for them until I can come back and do my best to help care for them?
Any true follower of the nature goddess, the wonderful and splendid Melora, would absolutely look after such a thing and treat it as it should be treated. Now, whether or not you can find that hag who's running the temple now capable of doing such a thing is another question. But yes, I believe they should be capable of being able to look after those poor creatures' eggs without scrambling them too badly. Though I wouldn't hold out all of my hope for that.
Well, it's worth a try.
I think that's a good thing, right? That sounds good.
I will. Is there anything else that we should discuss, Allura?
Unless you have more information for me, you just got a live update of you are completely up to date on everything. That is the newest thing that's happened. So,
You guys, your finger is on the pulse.
Yeah. Gonna look to Laura and just kind of like frown, looking back at them and just. We are sorry for that outburst. Well, I am sorry for that outburst, but I know it's not. I assume none of you were going to accept any offer of surrender from them, yes?
I was not.
well,
No, of
of
course
course not. I
not.
was hoping to get him to talk a bit more so we could try and gather some intelligence.
Yes.
Yes,
I suppose
That's not how we do things.
well, some of us looking at Vanya and Noxus.
make the plan, execute the plan. Plan goes off the rails.
That's where we.
Every time we try and plan something to do, it goes to complete shit.
Well, I have
Hey,
plenty to
literally
keep
every
busy,
time.
as does Councilwoman Topher, as does Seeker Assume. So I believe you all know your way around the palace and can look after yourselves. We have there's quite a bit going on that we have to see to.
Of course.
If you guys could. Sorry.
They leave within tow of what looks to be the chief of the Rivermaw tribe, as well as the colonel that was left with the last final regiment at Daxio. Exit with them, and Stone Shaper Dehune dismisses herself as she's going to go escort her people out into the fields surrounding the city. She thinks the presence of bullets making people nervous.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
she
boy.
returns and starts leading her people towards Craghammer. As you guys are left there alone in the council chambers with Tharn.
We'll see Spot next time, maybe.
If you guys could, we should definitely get some rest and head to Craghammer as soon as we possibly can. But if you guys could fill Tharn in, I'd like to make a trip to the Temple of the Wild Mother and then check in on my mother.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
Me. The last thing I need to do is see those nincompoops there again.
They are definitely my second choice after you, Master Tharn, but you're needed elsewhere.
Wise and understandable, good friend.
Alright. Start heading
I love
out.
this guy.
I'm gonna go collect everybody's weapons that we threw at the wall. Just grab.
Go grab my hand.
It's like a figure skating thing, just through like plushies and stuff, except it's weapons into the. Just pick it.
I just blink my sword. I blink my.
Fike is the little
sword in
kids
my
on
hand.
skates, just picking everything up.
He's the kid at the hockey practice who's not very good at skating and just wants to be part of the team.
Knox. That cut deep.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to.
Much has certainly happened, Master Thorn. I suppose what do you know?
Fear not, good friend. I am here now, so any problems you have should soon be fixed.
I most certainly hope so.
Wait, did we change? Or did Cortana change her name before?
No, yeah, it was
after?
before that. Yeah.
It was during, actually.
Oh yeah, it was during. Yeah, it was during when we first met with the Stone
Yeah,
Shaper.
in fact, I was the only one who continued to call her by her new name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably
We all
true.
struggled with it. Now we don't.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, young one, has your following of the Wild Mother continued to be strong and true?
Well, I have certainly tried my best, and I doth believe she hath blessed me in some sense. And she kind of grips the blades. She and
That is all that she asks of you, young one, is that you try. Also, that you succeed and do it exactly correct.
Well, there was that. Well, she hath certainly given me much, and well, given me more hope than I had before. And once again, gripping the blade hilts, and then realize, oh God's crackle, and going to, okay, I'll just get back to the chambers. I need to resummon Crackle. He was left there.
Thorn remembers Shango, right?
Yeah.
Shango's a horse now.
Yeah.
He's not.
Pegasus.
He's a Pegasus.
Called Ren
Pegasus.
mommy.
No!
Yes, because Bill had to make it weird.
Bill had to make it fucking weird, but
Ooh.
You guys are such
more, mommy.
That young man always was strange, but if he is happier as a Pegasus now, then so be it.
Beer wasn't even there. Oh, God. No,
Varun still is and is loving this.
yeah, right? No, Shango, was felled, how many months back now is that? It was like two months at this point?
Few.
About.
few.
His soul was trapped in the hills, and unfortunately even the Wild Mother and the Raven Queen could not pull him from that. But they were able to pull at least a fraction of his consciousness into, and she's lifting her blades out of the sheaths, so he can take some form as a Pegasus now, but he cannot speak or, well, be with us in his normal form.
I'm sad to hear that. He was a brave soul.
Indeed. But we had to leave our last mission very quickly, so just going to, I guess, head back. Where do we yeah, we know where to go, right? We've been here before.
Yeah, there's a steward. You guys have a steward that's there to like fetch things for you or take you places if you don't know where they are. You guys have a block of rooms set up in the palace that have been made available to you by the courtyard. Tharn, they've managed to keep it by the courtyard, so there's at least a little area of like grass and some trees and bushes and stuff. But
I sleep in
there's
that.
like a block. Yeah, there's a room for you, but you sleep there.
Of course.
There's rooms there. There's a block of rooms there for you, with like a shared, the courtyard being like a shared space where you guys can. Then there's been a large out in the courtyard area. There's been a large picnic brought out for you guys to munch on and eat while you guys fill Tharn in on what you guys have been up to, what's going on, and what your intentions are going forward. Because Mark doesn't really know any of that. So it's
Exactly.
it's time for you
Yay!
guys-
Yeah.
Oh, so we actually have to. Right.
Yes,
We
you actually
have
have,
to explain it.
We
Yes.
literally can't say.
you can't
I
just be like we
him.
tell him. You actually have to tell him.
Yeah. And once we get out
Damn
there,
it.
we'll resummon Crackle.
Yeah. So once you get out to the courtyard, you are able to resummon Crackle.
DM?
As you resummon him, you're getting emotions of like fight or flight, like dodging, flaming, like
Oh, it's all right. What
rock flying
happened?
through the air.
DM?
Yeah.
How big is the courtyard?
It's pretty decent sized. It's like one of those ones that's like the cutout in the middle of the building. Like there's like the right in the like there's walls all around it. But the courtyard's like right in the middle. It's probably like half a football field.
So like 150 yards in each direction, like a square courtyard, or
Yeah, it's like a square. It's like a rectangular courtyard that's probably like 75 yards by 50 yards.
Okay.
There's a
In that
few.
case, when we get out there,
There's a few like fruit trees.
okay. In that case, I cast Temple of the Gods and I build a temple to Melora in the middle of their courtyard.
Oh no.
Wait, you cast what?
What?
Temple of the Gods.
Hmm.
I don't know that spell. What does it do?
Is that a new one from
It builds a temple
Tasha's?
to the gods. It's from
It builds a
Xanathar's.
temple of
Oh,
the gods.
Xanthar's.
Hold on.
Oh boy. Oh
Hold, please.
shit.
Jesus
I
Christ.
thought that was a cleric, not a druid one.
Casting time is an hour, so
I mean, we're gonna be there for a
you
while.
cause a temple to shimmer into existence on ground you can see within range. The temple must fit within an unoccupied cube of space up to 120 feet on each side. The temple remains until the spell ends. It is dedicated to whatever god or pantheon or philosophy is represented by the holy symbol used in the casting. You make all decisions about the temple's appearance. The interior is enclosed by a floor, walls, and a roof, with one door granting access to the interior and as many windows as you wish. Only you and any other creatures you designate can go in and out. The temple's interior is an open space with an idol or an altar. The temple opposes types of creatures. All right. What? So what? So what happens, Mark? Tharn, what appears?
as as they're finishing up the meal, and I've had some of the meal, but I've eaten it very slowly. It's just sort of like yes.
Mimicking it for chat because
I have no idea. Yeah, they can't see me, can they?
no,
no.
sorry.
Yeah. Anyway,
If I'd known ahead of
like a-
time.
Like a
I
turtle.
eat slowly like a turtle. That's a thing that I do for the people who can't see me.
Put
I
in
do
the-
everything
put in the
normal. I'm
spots
not
where the
like
people
I'm not like slowpoke or anything.
Jeez.
But only when I eat, I'm like a turtle with a piece of lettuce. Anyway, I finish casting this and I form a temple to Melora that is actually wherever I cast it, I only cast it in nature, and all the elements of the building itself are built with the nature that's there in mind. So like the fruit trees or small shrubberies and stuff that are around there actually become a part of the temple as it grows into a large wooden and leafy and mossy sort of enclosed building with inset glyphs and sculptures of the Wild Mother and various scenery of nature and things, small fruits that are bioluminescent hang from various areas for lighting. Any furniture in it is made from just outgrowths of trees, shrubs, and mossy bits that form things like tables and chairs. And it is as much crafted nature as it is anything else, and there are no non-organic parts of the entirety of the thing, not even any stone.
So over the
I
next
see you've
hour,
mastered,
you guys watch as this just manifests in front of you.
I see you've mastered growing trees, Tharn.
You have been busy.
Sit here and talk and all of these things, and we may as well be comfortable and act one with the land we wish to protect.
I mean, we did just come from a place that looked similar to this, so I'm having a little PTSD at the moment.
Not entirely. Well,
Yeah, not entirely.
no. It was simply overgrown from age, not created from nature. Yes.
Emotions on reserve, Knox, if you start having a panic attack.
Okay, thank you.
I suppose we should ask, what do you know so far, Master Thorn, then we can fill you in on what have happened since.
Things, and I just start listing everything I know.
No. What is the last... Well, what did the council tell you?
They told me that there's this great emergency that you have already explained to me, that there is an army that is threatening, blah, 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 cities destroyed, whatever, whatever. Also, many trees have been felled by a giant Tarrasque.
Yes.
Yes.
Certainly.
That's the one that's really in my craw right now.
Yes, this is a creature from perhaps even before what you would call the Age of Arcanum. This is before my time. This is
Very old.
The age of blasphemy and not nature. Terrible, terrible time.
Darn, how old are you?
He's shitting on your hometown. Right.
I mean, she didn't really have any loyalty to that entirely, but she's part of that, so she kind of a little bit trying not to be.
Darn, how old are you again?
Lived for God, like, hold on.
It's like 200 and something, or
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah, well, I don't want to just give like an approximate. I have it written down.
Yeah.
I have lived 234 summers.
So that's years. Got it.
Yes, you want to be all civilized about it.
Well, so we went to Zom, which is all the way at the bottom of the continent, and to save Bureau's and I pointed to Bureau friend.
I'm not there.
Oh, okay.
All right, he went to Wild Mother.
Cow.
Point randomly to the city where Bureau is in.
Yeah, exactly. And we saw this Tarrasque, being unshackled and coming out of a mountain. We rescued Kursk. That's where we got him. And then
Yeah,
Pretty badass.
He's very charming.
Or kid.
Yeah. Orc Orlando Bloom.
Hello,
Our new battle
NPC
master.
I didn't know was standing here until just this moment.
Yes, yeah. So like he's a full orc from the Rivermaw tribe.
Oh yeah, he's from the Rivermore. Yeah, you should know Tharn, because he knows the Rivermaw very well.
I was taken when I was very young. I don't remember much about the river.
Oh,
Maw.
now I feel bad for making you remember that. I'm sorry.
Cool.
You
So
know about them, and I just start talking about the Rivermaw.
Darn.
He's just sitting there, like nodding, like letting you go.
I will interrupt Tharn, and like I was saying, and then so we need to get these vestiges, which are super ancient magic items, made by the gods, as we know that. And I pull out my key. I have a very fancy key that's in the shape of the symbol of Sarenrae, and I go, "That's one of them." And I point to Nox's new shield, and I go, "That's another."
Hold up my stick, and I go, "That too. That's also from a god."
Okay. Is it is it like a vestige, or is it like I have a bunch of things that are from gods, kinda like I hold up my regular holy symbol, like that's of Sarenrae, but like is it like a Age of Arcanum vestige?
Pouring into an acorn, which fell to the ground and formed into a stick that gives me magical powers imbued with her holy splendor.
Let's just tell him it's a vestige. Just tell him.
Then you also have a vestige. That's great.
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. And then so we're here to get all the other vestiges, which we know of a few more, and then we're gonna fight this thing head on.
And probably die.
Yeah, and we've
We're
killed
not going to die.
we've killed a bunch of people.
Looking
along the
directly
way.
at Vanya when he says that.
You're not going to die.
I
I'm
hope
going to
not.
die either.
If you die, I shall simply bring you back.
Sure.
Well, that's one of the caveats, is that if the Tarrasque, I believe as Ren explained before, if the Tarrasque consumes you, it consumes your soul, and my high priestess was unable to resurrect her friends due to the fact that they have been eaten.
Oh, it's
Where?
eaten.
What?
Not eaten, it's eaten.
No, that's pronounced Etten. We fought some of them back at when
Yes,
we first met.
not the giants.
Sorry, not the giants.
Well, they're technically giants, but no,
I was,
not the
I was
giants.
making I was making a quirky pun, and I'm glad that Thorn responded to it. And everybody else was like, "Oh no, I can't say that, idiot."
Anyway, I have some information I thought you should be made aware of.
What the fuck is that?
As you guys
Yeah,
turn
well-
and see a secret room.
Damn, just
uh,
fucking.
Gosh, damn it! Freaking assume.
How don't they do that?
Please.
Thought
stop
I
doing
assumed
that,
you would have, in creating this temple, allowed secret assume to come and go.
Fuck
You
no.
can, well, you can certainly assume that, Bill. But
Based on our previous conversation,
God damn it! You beat me to it.
yeah, Seeker Assume would have been the only one that would have been allowed into the temple.
yes.
Yeah, because Tharn and Seeker Assume are buddy.
I see congratulations is in order again. As you've
Sure it
achieved yet
is.
another as you achieved yet another vestige. Thon, I love what you've done. The decorating, this place needed a new look.
Agreed. I could do this every day for a year and it would be permanent.
I have a feeling you're going to be busy over the next several days.
Not that I know of, but possibly.
I think
Anyway.
you will be.
I wanted to congratulate you on the retrieval of yet another vestige. I also wanted to, on an unrelated note, say that I had been looking through Alora's notes and came across some from her Pansophical days. She doesn't need to know about this. Talking
Previously, it's fine.
about a certain spy. Yes. Talking about a certain spy that she and her compatriots sent into the Feywild.
Oh.
One of the reports spoke of her making the only report, as a matter of fact, that they received, I should say, I don't know why I was saying we, received from their spy was that she had made contact with an archway known as the Keeper, and that she was talking about having possession of an extremely powerful imprisonment magic.
Ooh.
That would be most useful, yes.
Indeed.
Might also know where that vestige is.
Perhaps.
The one from the Feywild?
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, weren't we gonna go to like Vasselheim and Marquette next?
Oh, you proceed in whichever way you see best. I trust your judgment. I just know that you've been on the lookout for something like this as well, and I happened to just have been, walking by Laura's desk and saw these notes just laying out open on the top. I thought it might be something that would interest you.
Do I believe him?
I don't.
Make an insight check.
Bosveer in disguise, guys.
You know
No, he did.
about you assume you're the luckiest halfling I know.
27.
It's true, Thought. Only lucky because of walking in her grace, though. You understand.
Well, yes, of course.
27.
Natural 2027. You get the sense he's not being entirely truthful about it just being laid out on the top of the desk.
Yep.
But anyway,
Because he's
I
a thief.
will leave you. I will leave you to it. You guys look like you could use a rest, so.
Yes. Thank you very much for the information, Seeker.
Hey, Seeker Assume.
Have a good evening. Yes.
Seeker Assume, I have a quick question.
Sure.
How are you doing? I feel like no one asks you how you're doing.
He kind of looks back and forth over at Tharn. I'm fine. And he turns and walks out.
Oh no!
Don't
What
say
did
I
Tharn
didn't
do to
care!
him? What did Tharn do to the Seeker? Oh
I
god.
regularly ask him how he's doing. We're actually on very friendly terms. He's the only person in this disgusting city that I even half respect.
Oh,
Present company excluded.
No,
Except
thank
for the
you.
Goliath, who I really do not know at all.
you'll get to know him very quickly.
He was there.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we knew each other for about 3 days before you had to go leave to grow some trees, I believe.
I
You
see.
told me your whole life story during those 3 days while we were in a carriage. Or something. I don't know. The head. I'm very hurt right now and can't remember very well.
God, I'm gonna heal Vanya. Big fly babies.
Oh, there is one thing you missed, Tharn.
I don't know if you know this, but I'm a cleric.
By the way, in your absence, these people die fucking almost constantly.
Yeah.
Oh
Thank
right.
God I'm here.
Oh no,
Yeah,
Tharn didn't know about that.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of died, Ren actually died. Like she died. Like she was dust. She got disintegrated by a beholder.
You probably should have let her say that.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I mean, Biro died
should've.
twice too.
Yes, he did.
The bard has died multiple times. I shit talked him back to life though, so
Yes. I almost.
Yes,
Fortunately,
Like a
I'm
few
here
times,
now, and
actually.
death should happen less and be more easily rectifiable.
hopefully, given they use like so much of the diamonds
Wonderful.
in existence on Tal'Dorei for fucking Ren.
But we're opening up the Zales once we get a.
What's Zales? Is this your new scheme? It's not horse schemes, right?
It's not horse scams, no.
Okay.
Yes, we seem
Wait,
to be in
jewelry
possession of
scam?
most of the diamonds left on Tal'Dorei at this point.
We're gonna give them fake diamonds. Is that what we're gonna do? We're gonna call it Cubus Siconis and make it glass.
And during that conversation of diamond stores, we we wipe to Viero having just left the Temple of the Wild Mother, dropping off the 2 eggs, as they've promised to care for them until your return, Viero.
Excellent.
As you head off to check in on your mother, you go to her little like basement apartment, and there's no lights coming from inside.
Oh no.
I am out of sending spells, so I will knock insistently.
You knock insistently. How long do you wait until when there's no response?
Like 10 minutes.
Like a minute, 2 minutes, 30 seconds. All right, you knock persistently for like 10 minutes and no one comes to the door. And there's actually neighbors are starting to yell out like, "Shut up! People are trying to sleep."
I don't give a shit. Where's my mother?
Did you send her somewhere?
I don't remember if we did.
I don't recall sending her anywhere. I will then go to the neighbor's door who was shouting at me and ask them if they know where she is.
I don't keep track of your mother's comings and goings. Some people got to work in the morning. God damn it!
Have you seen her
Slams
recently?
the door in your face. Slams the door in your face.
Oh jeez.
Not
What
good.
magical items do I have available?
Thieves' tools, you fucking thief.
I'm
Wand of
trying to-
fireballs for the neighbor.
Don't you have a key?
Yeah, we get.
Wait a second. Don't you have a key? This is your mom's house.
No, I'm talking about the neighbor's house.
Fire. Delivery.
So I was right then. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do not have the wand of fireballs at the moment, so I will.
Yeah, I think we gave that to Orani.
Yeah, I will unlock the door to my mother's house and go inside and see if
Alright.
anything looks alarming.
She gave it back.
As you unlock the door and go inside and walk into the main foyer area, you watch as at the kitchen table as what looks to be like a full on like mouth with teeth and a tongue grows out of the wood on the kitchen table, and you hear a familiar dwarvish female voice that says, "Hey Piero, I know you've been busy and I didn't want bother you with a sending spell. I figured a safer place for your mother during all of this was back at your friend's home in Whitestone. So I zapped her over there. She's staying in your room."
In Whitestone or in Craghammer?
Whitestone, Tara said. That was the message. The mouth melds back into the flat table.
So our place?
Yeah, you're the manor in Whitestone.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you said friend's house. I was like, what friend?
Bill?
I mean, everyone who doesn't.
Yeah, your friend's house. Technically speaking, you
Yeah.
own it.
Yeah.
Friend, Fike,
Hey,
and
Bill?
disown it. Yeah.
Fair.
If I'm going to be 100% honest, when you started describing that, I didn't think that it was that spell. I thought that the table was a mimic, and it had been made by it.
Yeah.
A giant mouth opens and a tongue comes out of the table, and I'm like, oh, shit.
And
Yeah.
once again, Bill targets the bard.
What the fuck?
Exact same thing.
No, it was a magic mouth spell.
I was thinking of mimic too.
We split the party and
It's a
Bureau
magic mouth
freaking
spell. They
died.
didn't put it on the door because they didn't want anybody that stepped up to the door setting it off. So she put it on the kitchen table, figuring you'd come into the house at some point. And
Still,
so
headcanon, that
she's
table's a
staying
mimic,
at
and
the
it ate his
manor
fucking
right
mom. That's just what it is.
yeah.
A mimic
No.
ate my mother.
My mum.
And that's why I'm an adventurer.
Welcome back
Oh.
from nearly dying again. I killed your mom.
And now I'm gonna kill you. Congratulations.
Okay,
Nope.
so with that,
A super nice place to be served by your unseen servants.
perfect. So then I'll just kind of mutter a thanks to Tara just to myself and head back to the palace place that I'm forgetting the
you
name
guys
of.
have, like they said, you have rooms. The People's Palace in
The
the,
People's
Cloud Top
Palace.
District.
The
Yes.
People's Palace. Hey,
As you
Bill?
return there, Bureau.
Oh, I'm sorry. One quick
sorry.
housekeeping thing. I hate to interrupt. Fike, who did you heal before?
Avanya?
I believe. Vanya.
Vanya.
Goliath.
Okay, you
Vanya.
actually get an additional 5 hit points. All
Oh,
healing
no.
that takes place in my temple gets from any spell of first level or higher gets additional healing equal to my wisdom modifier.
Nice.
Sweet.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
So there you go. So as you're returning, Bureau, to the palace, to the courtyard where they had explained your block of rooms was around, you see that what looks to be an enormous temple to the Wild Mother has been grown out of the
this must be
courtyard.
Tharn's doing.
And you see Assume exiting said temple and coming up to you. And he informs you of the news that he just shared with your compatriots.
Thanks for the information, speaker. Is there anything else I can help with? Beyond the other things we're doing to save the world?
Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. And keep an eye on that Vanya one. He's in the way of potential solutions to this problem. The amount of intelligence we might have been able to coax out of those three is invaluable and could have saved lives.
I'll do my best. He's not easily wrangled.
I understand, but you're a persuasive guy.
That's true. One favor, if I might.
Don't get me wrong. he's great to have around for what he's good at. But you know,
That's true. If I could ask a favor,
depends.
if I feel like I've done good service for the city, and I intend to do a lot more. But if I don't make it back for some reason, could you make sure that my mother doesn't have to spend the rest of her life living in that tiny apartment?
You have my word.
Thank you.
All right, get your head back in the game. You got a lot of stuff to do.
Yes, sir. And I head into the temple.
All right. As you guys are having this discussion about diamonds, Bureau returns.
I see you've been busy, Thorn.
Yeah. And you?
Progress made. The temple has agreed to care for the eggs until I return, and apparently Tara has sent my mother to stay in our place at Whitestone to make her safe. So
Good.
that's one.
You should be attacked by a mimic in Whitestone.
Yeah, I sure hope that doesn't happen.
We have no mimics in our. We used to have snakes, but no more of those either.
Wait, does Amon have a problem with mimics?
Never heard
Side
that
quest.
before.
Mimic side quest. Here we go, Bill. Come on.
Always.
Nothing but
You
mimics.
need to go
entire
kill
cast
10 mimics.
Mimic, a giant mimic.
You need to go
It's
kill
always-
10 mimics.
It's always wise to be on the lookout for mimics.
I suppose so.
Yes.
They tend to be where you don't expect them.
Oh.
You've never really. Mimics are terrible, especially when you sit on them.
Have you sit on a
Chair.
mimic
That's
before,
where he gets
Vanya?
eaten by
Chair
an entire
mimics.
ass. Now I understand.
Chair mimics.
Did the mimic
The
choke on
worst
your ass?
kind of mimics? No, the worst kind of mimics are chair mimics.
Excuse me. Door mimic is number one. Reach for the knob, big giant mouth, 6 feet tall. That is the worst mimic.
No, the worst mimic is when you're sitting down, thinking you're safe, taking a nice watch for your party members, and then the chair suddenly comes alive and tries to swallow you.
And then it eats your entire ass. Yes, we
It does
know.
eat your entire ass.
Actually, Vanya, I'll do you one better. The pooper is the worst mimic.
Ugh,
The latrine. Oh no.
that would be worse, but I've never encountered that one personally.
I'm not either. I'm just thinking it would really suck.
Can we not
I'm
focus?
so with it.
So, Tharn, any
No,
other
we lack the ability to focus.
Tharn, did they fill you in? Any other questions about what's been going on?
Yes, I am fully up to date on everything that's going on. As long as no one asks me questions during this actual session, I'll get all the information I need from Bill after.
You mean the wild mother?
Who the fuck is Bill?
Bill
That's
is
what I call the wild mother. We have a very close relationship.
I've never heard her referred to as Bill before.
Red, you should call the wild mother.
Yes, you guys are literally. Yeah, you guys are gonna literally have to do a recap for
Fine. Yes. Okay.
you guys done. You've done most of it, but what's on your to-do list? Like where
Yeah.
those places? Like he doesn't know any of the stuff. So
Right.
So
Oh, yeah,
we
we got-
still need to head to Craghammer, Marquette, the Abyss, and the Feywild,
And Vasselheim.
And
Vasselheim.
Vasselheim.
and Vasselheim.
Oh, speaking of the abyss, are you willing to summon demons? And can you summon the specific demon that we need?
No
We're
and
going
yes.
to have to go to the abyss.
No and yes.
No, you can't, and yes, you're willing to do it.
No.
I don't understand.
He can, but he's not willing.
Other way around, he's willing but not able.
That sounds like Tharn.
yeah, you get this.
Speaking of-
You get the sense that the Mother wouldn't be too thrilled about you summoning demons to the prime material plane, Tharn.
Yeah, no, I know what my answer was.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I only heard half.
I think I had it
because
right,
of,
which was that he's not willing to, but he can do it because it's fucking Tharn. He can do anything.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
that was the order that it was asked
Okay,
in.
I thought it was the opposite.
Ren is now
Everybody
his
gets
translator.
mad when everyone gets mad when when we ask about going to the abyss. Everybody gets mad when I ask about summoning demons here.
Speaking of summoning demons, I have to go get some tears of the repented. So I need to go to I gotta go to the Platinum Dragon temple. Anyone want to go with me tomorrow? Since it's like 9, 10 o'clock at night.
At this point, it's like 7 or 8 or yeah, somewhere in there.
Like I was going to bed real early. No, because I'll go with you.
Okay. Is the temple closed, or would I be able to go?
You need us
You
to
don't
rest.
know.
the Temple of Bahamut keeps banking
The
hours.
temple's always
Okay?
there, and there's always people there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the temple's always there, and there's always people there. I mean, there are they do keep normal business hours, but there's also like priests and clerics that live there.
Yeah.
What are the normal
I'll
hours to
wait.
ask for tears of the repentant?
Probably during business hours.
Like 9 to 5, 9 to 5,
Yeah,
Monday through Thursday.
I'll wait till then. But then I just look at Renata and just go, I'm fine. I'm great. How are you?
I had to carry you back from the
Mm.
council chamber. You are not fine.
Stop touching me. I am okay. Don't like it when
Where did he
people
get
hands on me.
alcohol?
I am woozy.
I'm sure
My
they gave
head
us
hurts.
some probably after what we just did with the picnic.
I saw lots of wine. and I
Excuse
got-
me, sir, Master Tharn, sir.
Yes.
Just this orcish, this like kind of gangly but strong late teenage orcish boy comes up to you wearing wielding all sorts of magical accoutrement that's like way above his level. Like plate armor with an awesome axe and a helm of brilliance. And just
Like maybe
all sorts of crazy shit.
6 levels above his level or so.
Yep.
I look at him unimpressively.
He's level
Yeah.
8.
And he says, "My
10.
name's Curse. I'm the ward and sworn protector to these people. And if you're going to be part of their number, that extends to you too now. So
Excellent. I feel like there's
I'm
much that I
cursed.
could teach you as my ward. Good. Stay under my wing, and I shall show you
probably
what to do and how to do it. And as I'm talking to him, I slap Noxus on the head and I cast Lesser Restoration.
Oh.
Okay.
That should deal with your wooziness. So, and I start
Aw.
walking the boy into
There's-
a corner and just talking to him
He
nonstop.
fixed your concussion. He fixed your concussion, Noxus.
Kind of wanted to be woozy.
And your
but
alcoholism.
That feels a little bit better.
So yeah, he's attentively listening. Tharn is trying to soak everything. He's asking questions, like clarifying questions. Yeah, he's like totally into it.
He is malleable.
I
just had a
shouldn't have to
Yes.
explain to you all of what I'm saying to him, but you know.
Yeah, we know. We know.
like guys, I just had a really bad thought. Like,
Chat,
do really
you
like the
you
young-
don't think you know, but you know.
like should we really let the young boy go in the corner with the cleric?
No,
we-
no.
First off, no. Second off, like we
I know it's
spent
not-
so much time.
He's like 17. Come on.
Not pushing. Yeah, we spent so much time not pushing religion on this fucking kid, and then Thorn comes there and he's like, "Oh no! Well, guess who's got a pamphlet for you, motherfucker?"
Yeah, no, that time is over. That time finished about 5 minutes in game ago. Like you're that's
He's wild mother material now. It's over.
when he wakes up in the
party.
morning,
I was kind of
amongst
hoping
all of
Vanya.
the magical items he's wearing, there's also just going to be like 7 different wild mother symbols, just like all over the place.
I was kind of
like-
hoping Vanya was gonna take him under his wing with Cord, but I guess he didn't.
Too
Well,
late.
is the opinion you have to
Yeah.
find Cord yourself.
Too late. Yeah.
Thorn's his
Tharn
dad now.
swooped right in there and,
Daddy Thorn.
Kursk looks at you in the midst of your explaining Tharn, and he says, "So what is, if you're going to be helping to lead the group, what is our next? What are we doing next?"
Well, young man, it's not so much that I will be helping to lead the group. It's more that I will be leading the group. And I
Oh,
imagine the
okay.
next thing to do will...
Okay.
So what is our next move then, oh great and wise leader?
From all of the information that you've given me in these many hours we've been sitting here talking about all of these things, I believe the next best idea will be to travel to Vasselheim? That's where the party had agreed to go before this started?
As one of them.
Yeah,
That's what
This was
Marquette.
Kursk.
idea.
This is Kursk trying to spur that conversation forward.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
you,
the problem
Kursk.
is that he did
Thank
it the
you
wrong
for
way. He
hurting the
asked
cats,
me,
Kursk.
And
I
Tharn isn't going to go, well, you know what? Let's ask everybody's opinion on where to go next. Let's see what the good idea is. I'm
Mhm.
definitely just going to make a decision.
I know. I'm
the
just saying,
next
but when
one-
Tharn makes a decision, that usually spurs a conversation.
Yes.
Well, we need to go. We need to go to Craghammer first. We need to get Bureau's armor so he doesn't die for one, and all those awesome weapons that we had made.
Yes.
And then we could go to Marquette or Vasselheim. I'd like to go see Vasselheim.
Yes. Also, the trip to Quackheimer is much swifter now. Biero hath learned some teleportation magic of his own.
Yes.
Otherwise, you would have had to go back to my temple near the pass and walk.
Precisely.
Less convenient.
Vasselheim is on another continent, so we'd have to swim on.
But also Marquette is as well. So
Marquette is more likely to have the hobgoblins try to take it from us before we get there.
That is also true.
Vasselheim is the longest standing city for a reason. I'm pretty sure they could deal with a few hobgoblins.
all right, so then I guess Marquette would be the next best place to go to make sure that we get the actual item we're looking for.
Oh yes, that we should also tell. I don't know what to call you yet. We should also tell him about the hobgoblins trying to steal all these vestiges out from under us.
Yes.
The hobgoblins
what he
trying
said.
to steal all the vestiges out from under us.
Yeah.
And so you told him.
I did.
Call me what you will, but these friends have taken to calling me Thorn.
Wait, Tharn.
Yes.
Does that mean Tharn's not your real name?
Anything that I am called is my real name.
Hold on. I can call you Lists McGee, and that's what you'll be okay with me calling you?
If that's what you wish to call me, yes.
I think you really do need to go to sleep.
I think I might need to.
Do
I'm
not
starting to
disagree.
see shit.
And also call people Lists McGee?
I don't know. I'm just getting over a concussion, man. Like, give me a break.
I think.
Over that concussion, I've already healed it.
Nox, would you like me to assist you in walking you to a bed so you may get a proper rest?
Probably
Yeah,
a
sure.
good
Yeah,
idea,
that'll be
Patrick.
fine.
Mhm.
That'll be fine. I'm tired
I-
of embarrassing myself, anyways.
I throw Nox's arm over my shoulder and I shruggingly walk him to the nearest canopy bed and toss him on,
There
and
you
tuck
go.
him and wish him a good night.
Like, why does
So-
everybody think I'm stupid? I just don't get it. I'm just speaking my mind.
You're the handsome one of the group, Nox. People just want to look at you. And we'll talk in the morning, I promise. All right? Just get some rest.
Okay. Okay, good night. He just turns over and goes to sleep.
All right. So with Noxus asleep, the rest of you still sitting around Tharn's summoned temple.
I think we should also get some rest. Craghammer in the morning and then Marquette.
Yes, that sounds good.
Certainly.
Sounds good.
Have you ever been to Marquette Thon?
Hmm?
Have you ever been to Marquette Thon?
My travels have not taken me there. I've never been off of Tal'Dori as a continent, though I have covered the great amount of it.
Perhaps we
That's
should
crazy to
find
think.
someone, well, with, unless Biero hath one already, an object from Marquette that would make travel there easier.
I have a circle.
Ah, good. And any of the other locations, well, do you have a circle for Vasselheim? Well, I suppose not. But
No.
or any item from outside Vasselheim in Isilra?
I don't think I would.
Don't you think someone
Uh,
in the city might?
I could ask Assume or Laura in the morning.
Actually, I wonder if Jorland might have anything from one of his museums from Isilra.
It's an idea. So, to make it simple, out of character, places I can get us to easily that we still need to go to are uh, Marquette, Singorn, Feywild. That's it. Everything else is a teleportation gamble.
Well, the abyss.
You can also take them to the abyss. You got your tuning fork,
Yes.
remember?
And the Abyss, correct.
Well, it's specifically the second layer of the abyss, or not the
Right.
second layer, the
Latter
infinite.
one.
Yeah, the infinite mazes of the abyss,
Fun times.
the endless mazes of the abyss. I'm sorry.
So you
Thank
got plan-
you, Phil. Much appreciated.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, Fike's gonna
Yeah,
chat
you
inspiration.
Do you have plane shift?
He
I do.
does.
Okay, so do I. So
Excellent.
I don't know if we have to venture for tuning forks or if that's just a thing.
We have the
he
tuning
has-
forks.
He has tuning fork for the prime material plane. He has a tuning fork for the Feywild and for the endless mazes of the abyss, or just the abyss. Yeah.
Okay.
Arcane is super cool in Vasselheim, so
But should we need an additional plane shifter?
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah, you don't have tuning forks for those. I would say in Tharn's travels, you would have a tuning fork for obviously the prime material plane to get him back, and one other plane that you think would make sense for Tharn.
Okay.
I'll tell Tharn that I keep the tuning forks in my belt pouch.
Yeah,
in case
just
he needs
just
it.
just in case, if we get hung up somewhere or something, I
Yeah.
can. As long as I get the fork off you, I can do it.
Yeah, but I'd say you can choose another one, Mark, other than the prime material plane, a tuning fork for another plane that you think would make sense for Tharn.
That's a lot of power you're giving me there, Billy.
It is. It is.
Alrighty, I'll come up with a good one.
All right.
the 47th layer of the abyss.
All right. Do you guys take a long rest?
I think so.
On
Alright,
on the way out of the temple, I'm going to stop Vanya. Vanya. First, we need us to talk.
You know, I was thinking the same thing. Want to grab a beer?
I suppose.
I don't have to if you're gonna make that face at me. I owe you an apology. When we were talking after fighting those, what the hell were they called, dinosaurs? I talked shit about you and your knowledge of nature, and I shouldn't have done that. It was uncalled for, and I'm sorry.
I appreciate that, but that is not what I am worried about from all this.
Okay.
What in the nine hells were you talking about? Wanting to die? And now of all
I'm getting
times.
old. I'm getting old, Red. I've wanted to die the whole time I was with you all. Half the reason I came is because I figured that coming with you guys would give me a chance to die a good death. The wizard bullshit is going to keep me going for a little while. The amulet's nice. Makes me as strong as I was when I was younger. But
Vanya, I have come to believe, having died before, that there is no such thing as a good death. There's just death. You last as long as you can, you help whoever you can. You do not simply throw it away.
I'm not throwing it away, Red.
You wish to die. You are trying to make it easier for things to kill you.
I
You're running headfirst into fights you do not need to.
did you-
Trying to taunt everything, trying to make everything come at you and you alone, trying to die. That is not.
It's because my job with the group of you is to get hit as much as I fucking can. You may not have been here when I talked about this to everybody, but I will never be the smartest person or the fastest or anything else, but I can always be the toughest motherfucker in any group I'm in.
Sometimes
That makes
that
it
is.
my responsibility to get hit and draw as much attention to myself as I can, so that the rest of you don't.
Yes, that works sometimes, but we still needest you for all of this. We do not need you dying before that. You do not need to run in headfirst into every single opportunity, including the one that you did. You did not need to have that fight. And if you had died in it, wasting more magic before we got into bigger things. We still needest you for the Tarask. Are you trying to die before then so you can go back to court and have your fights
And
there
you
for
will-
eternity? Are you being a
And
coward
you'll
from
have
what?
me for the Trojan's threat. Odds are that nothing's going to be able to kill me until then.
How can you be sure of that?
I live in hope. I live in hope, but nothing will be. Besides, if I was really trying to run headfirst into every fight, I would have tried to kill the fucking General of Tiamat, supposed demigod that we just ran into.
I suppose. I did worry about that because for a moment I truly did think you were perhaps running from the Trask given what we knew it could do. Which I would not blame anyone for, but...
No. It honestly excites me more than anything has in a very long time. But at the end of the day, as far as it matters to me, it's another big thing that hits things really fucking hard. I've fought lots of big things that hit things really fucking hard in my life. I've walked away from all of those in the past. I'll walk away from this one. And then I get to wonder what to do with the rest of my life.
There is always something to find. Trust me. You do not wish to die. There's not what you expect out of it. You'll wish, well, I cannot speak for you.
Almost certainly not. Almost certainly not. But
there's always something you can do while you are alive.
you've seen... True. But you've seen... Remember that asshole gold dragon? Were you there for that?
Yes.
Yeah, Renata was there for that. Yeah, you've seen my worst fear. Old age. Getting old and decrepit and useless.
You're never useless. If there's something
I
you
will.
can...
I will be eventually.
I doth not believe that.
I'm not talking about, the year or two, or the rate we've been going, a couple of weeks it'll take to kill the Tarask.
No.
Age comes for all of us eventually.
It does, but that doth not make you useless.
I disagree.
Perhaps in the sense that you think your only strength is. But I have seen what you have been giving to Kursk. You are a teacher as well. That is something you can do in old age. That is something that never goes away.
Maybe.
Others can learn from you. They continue the strength that you give them. That legacy, that is something that lives forever. Do not be so quick to throw it away in physical strength alone.
You make a good point. We'll think about it.
Good. Get some rest.
You too.
You
Night, man.
guys. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying goodnight.
Okay. You guys head off to your own rooms, your own quarters, as everyone gets a nice, long, comfortable rest. As you guys have been pushing it pretty hard lately, it is a welcome comfort. You wake up in the morning refreshed, all of your hit points back. You recover half your level in hit dice. I know that I actually have to point that out for some of you.
Right.
So you don't get all your hit dice back on a long rest. You get half your level rounded down, I believe. So you get half your hit dice back. You get your spell slots back. There's a wonderful feast there for you in the morning of breakfasts, foods of all kinds. What would you like to do?
Before breakfast, I'm gonna just get up, get dressed, make up, very very cute, and I'm gonna go beat on Knox's door before he gets up.
Okay.
Knox,
Yeah. Oh, I'm awake. What?
you decent?
I am not naked.
All right. I come in. I'm holding the Sentinel shield, and I go. It's heavy.
Oh yeah, I gave that to you.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. Fits me.
Yeah, you can see shit better now, and you can be fucking faster, dude.
You and me are
Yeah.
cool, right?
What?
You and me are cool, right? I kept my promise.
Why wouldn't? What promise is that?
I told you. When you fall, I'd pick you up. I got you out of
Yeah.
that grasp of that thing. I made sure that I kept my promise. I kept you alive. I wasn't gonna let you fucking die there.
I appreciate that. I'd do the same for you. Absolutely. Thank you. I did not want to be snake food. That's for sure.
Not while I'm around.
The snake tamer himself. Okay, that was a joke. I'm sorry.
No, you're. It's pretty good. You know I'm happy for you, right?
It's hard to see it, but I'm glad you said it.
I'd be lying if I say I'd wish things were different, but I think you're going to make a great leader, a great father, and just an outstanding dragonkin after this. And on my life, I will make sure that you get back to Drakinia to hug your betrothed.
Well, I appreciate that gesture. It is a little early, but I'm pretty sure. And he'll stand up and he'll walk over to Fike and put his arms on him, on his shoulders, and say, "I couldn't really do that without you standing by my side, though. So this is me. Yeah, this is awkward. Yeah, you want to be my best man when I get married?"
Fike is going to stifle back some tears. I just put my makeup on, so I will not cry, but I accept.
Good, because I need someone prettier than me standing beside me, other than the bride. You know what I mean.
And I will use my bullshit alter self to make myself into a very ostentatious dragonborn, gold dragonborn. I go. It will be done.
Also, I'm going to be there for every happy moment you have. You don't get to miss out. You deserve to be happy as well. You're not a shit person. All right, love you. I'm going to go get some food.
I'll just fan my eyes a little bit, stifle back some more tears, and then I will man up and then walk in.
I still ship it.
Don't get to ship this.
Come on, Polycule. Come on, Polycule.
All right, you guys enjoy a delicious breakfast. What would you like to do?
We're bragging now.
I guess if Tharn is a cleric, then Von, you'll fill him in on how diamonds aren't needed before we go off to kill anybody.
Okay.
Or on how diamonds aren't needed for him.
Yeah, he, in RP terms, he explains to you his ability as a zealot barbarian that material components are not required to revive him from death.
Well, that's quite useful then.
Yes. Except for when it's not.
That's usually how those things work, yeah.
That's all. That's all I got.
Oh, Thon, I could turn into like anything now, so just, don't be.
Turn into a Tarask and fight the other Tarask.
I wish. I wish.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
as much as
not.
I want to fight it myself, I would love to watch that.
Oh, Thorn.
You really know how to make my very limited spell capabilities really look like utter shit. But thank you.
Thorn,
That's what I'm here for.
I can summon dragons now, Tharn.
That seems like a thing we would have to fight quite often, yes.
No. They're good dragons. They're good. They're not bad anymore. I promise. They were, but they're not anymore. They're good. I just haven't been able to do it yet. I gotta go get some tears. Oh, yeah, before we go to Craghammer, I gotta go get some tears.
Yeah, that sounds normal.
What?
The boy
Not
seemed
at
to be
all.
crying. After speaking to him for 5 hours, the young boy seemed to be crying last night, the ward.
What?
Kurska just has big bags underneath his eyes. I fucking listened to him for hours. He wouldn't stop.
What did he do?
He was so overjoyed at all of the information I gave him, he began to weep.
Curse.
That doesn't sound right.
Kursk currently has a point of exhaustion.
Oh,
Oh,
See,
so
you see what
good.
you get for asking people about their fucking religion? Aren't you upset about that? Cry into this.
Cry into
Um,
this, please.
There's
He,
no-
he's not upset.
We have to
He's-
go to your next lesson.
He's not. He's in fact not upset. You see that these are the tears of the newly converted.
oh fuck.
Cry into this. Cry into this jar. right now.
Well, Wild
I
Mother
guess
is now
I'm
taking
not-
over this party.
I guess I'm not teaching Kursk anything anymore.
All paladin party. I've been saying it.
There's plenty to teach him still.
Is it safe to say I get his tears?
You do. They're not the tears of the repentant.
Kursk doesn't have shit to repent for.
Yeah,
He's
no. He's a perfect bean.
Really?
Please look.
Chopped down a tree before?
Probably. He was a
Well,
slave.
guess
I'm
what?
sure they made him chop down at least one tree.
Guess
Noxus
what?
looks-
He's really sad about it.
Would you like to go to the magic shop and purchase the magical spell components of the Tears of the Repentant? Or
Oh
just
my
go
God,
to the temple
please.
and get them for
Yeah,
free?
I'd rather go get them for free.
Okay, you go to the temple and you get 2 uses.
Oh, thank fuck.
Summon 2 dragons.
I just kind of want to
It's
see him roleplay
all
that
they
out
have. It's all they have is the 2 uses.
Tears of unfathomable sadness.
though.
The weirdest fucking
Repentance?
spell component.
Okay,
He's
so
the one
guys,
who chose that
repentance-
spell component too. He had to choose
Yeah.
it. He made it up.
No, me and Bill agreed upon that.
You told us that you proposed it to him.
Yeah, because it was either that or like what else was it gonna be? It had
Like
to
a
be
stick?
something-
Could just be tears in general.
Anyway, you have the components.
Bill, when he goes down to the temple and he walks past the temple of the temple to Arathis, how much of it is still trees?
Okay.
The excavation is still continues. They've made quite a bit of progress, but it's been slow going because you have to do it in a way that the building won't collapse because there's a certain branch supporting that is now load bearing. Yeah, there's huge piles of free firewood though, just sitting out in front for the community to come and take. That's just sitting out in front of the temple.
Fuck those guys.
I mean, the Wild Mother probably.
Got a nice chuckle out of it
Hmm.
at dinner with Arathis that night.
Exactly. Rather certainly probably fucking.
She's like, I'm sorry he does these things on his own. I don't know.
It's not use of power, it's misuse of power.
Diplomatic immunity.
So you are able to retrieve the components that you need, Noxus. You guys are teleporting to Craghammer.
Yeah, but first,
Okay.
Vanya,
Mhm.
remember how you used to help me practice staying on my toes and being alert?
Mhm.
And I helped you practice resisting magic,
Yeah. Huh?
preparing ourselves and making ourselves stronger for what lies ahead.
Mhm.
We missed an opportunity for that yesterday.
Oh, did we?
We did.
That's okay. Reading that weird book and going through that temple really seemed to help. I feel like I have a
What I
very
meant was another way to prepare ourselves and strengthen ourselves is to find out information about what we face. And you and I both tried instead to hinder the conversation with those hobgoblin assholes. So next time, I think maybe we need to try to see what stupid information they're willing to drop.
sure. Maybe if he's less of a colossal asshole in the way he shows up.
I don't think we can count on that, but I think we can count on needing the information.
Tell you what, I'll stay more in the background for next time and instead just loom.
And
He's 7 feet tall. I bet you he's not used to people like me looming over him.
you be bad cop, I'll be good cop.
Sure. Also, I totally want to stick my fingers up the nose of that illusion again. It was a very nice, tingly feeling.
Well, I suggest you do that when you meet him in person.
It will not be my fingers.
Well,
Okay.
whatever body parts you choose to insert into him.
Whoa!
I mean, beer man, have you ever heard the saying, is every hole not a goal?
I
mean,
I can't
I
believe
was-
I'm hearing this.
I'm a bard.
That's true. That's true. I do
as
tend
a
to forget
friendly
that.
member of this group, I have definitely said that, but not in this context.
Oh my, what is up with you guys today? Um,
It's my fault, probably.
it's
Totally your
very
fault.
much
Probably.
totally your
Right.
fault.
We're 100% playing it up. 100%.
But yes, now we can head to Craghammer.
All right. How are you getting to Craghammer?
Back to the
Practice.
Lyceum, and I'll use. Well, first I will send to Tara and
Okay.
let her know that we're on our way.
Okay. She says grandfather's there. She's not.
Awesome.
Grandfather.
I'm just gonna pick the lock again. You know
Yeah.
it.
We'll give that a try. Then we'll head to the Lyceum, and I'll use the teleportation circle there to save a use of chalk.
Okay. All right. So you cast Circle of Teleportation.
Correct.
All right. You transport unerringly to the Circle of Teleportation inside of House Thunderbrand.
Dun,
Once again, House
Familiar-
Thunderbrand has a
familiar-
Pegasus in its living room.
Yes. Familiar confines.
Is it locked?
It is indeed.
It's a 30.
It is no more. As you swing open the door, you go into a familiar hallway.
Just so he doesn't get shocked either to death or to try to kill us, I'll use another use of sending to tell Status that we're here.
Okay. He says, it's about time you all showed back up. I finished my work with that dragon stuff.
Ooh.
Ooh, I was going to
Perfect.
ask about that.
Well, we will be at your office in 30 steps.
I'll meet you in the study. As you guys head up to the study, you find Stedos there holding what looks like made out of both pieces of there's parts that are made of what appear to be mithril and other parts that appear to be made from the material from the dragon. It's not just a helmet; it's also a large face mask that comes down with a little bit of a like almost like a flare out, like a samurai helmet, a little bit. And it has one super large green emerald, where like the third eye would be.
Huh. That's a hell of a thing.
Very
What
interesting.
happened to the rest of the horn?
It was consumed in the creation.
Do we believe him?
Make an insight check.
Because there's the
I'm
creation.
making
we
an
believe
insight check. That horn was the size of me.
Yeah, it was a
Curious.
big freaking horn.
Make an insight check if you're curious.
Oops. Sorry, 50.
I had another nat 20 for insight. You're on fire.
Damn.
Vanya, you believe him.
Oops.
Fike and Ren, there's probably some that fell off of the back of the truck, if you know what I mean. But he seems to think he seems to be confident that you're going to be happy with what you're getting. So,
Well, if how where did he leans in like and inspects the helmet a bit? Where did it all go?
I will look
magic
at Ren.
magic is a mysterious thing.
I look at Ren
Fucking
And
wizard
Ren-
bullshit.
and look at her going, I know that you know, and you know that I know. So I'm just not gonna
Though
say
to be
it.
fair, I probably don't know because that should not have been an advantage. But
Then no, you don't know.
So he says that to Stedos.
Yeah.
yeah.
But here, he hands it out to whoever's there.
Take it.
I'll take it. What is it again?
It is a helmet.
What does it do, Status?
Oh, well, if you tune to it, It gives you resistance to any acid hurt that might come your way. It also makes you. It's really good armor, so it makes you a little bit harder to hit. And once a day, that little gem, that emerald there, you can shoot. You can shoot a bunch of acid.
Well, that's handy.
Huh.
Sure is.
Interesting. Well, thank you,
Darn.
grandfather.
How much
Yeah.
how much do we owe you for it?
We're square.
Oh
Right.
shit!
I can respect that.
He
Yeah,
kind
those
of
are my
winks.
favorite words.
He winks at you, Fike.
I nod.
So who wants to spew acid?
I can't, and I really don't want to unattune to what I have. So sorry.
So in RP terms, it was if you attune to it, it gives you a +1 to your AC, makes you resistant to acid damage, and once per day, you can do. It shoots out like a 5-foot line of acid out of the gem,
A
which
5-foot line?
5 foot wide, like a line, but it's like, but it's 60 feet long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
DM,
Makes more sense.
It's like a
DM.
full dragon's breath.
Yeah.
Would I even be able to wear that?
Sure.
Are we considering helmets not to be part of
No.
armor?
No, you could wear that.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
I've been back with you guys for less than 24 hours. I'm not just going to walk forward and be like, I'll take that helmet.
Arn, I think this would look good on you.
Do you really believe so?
It looks like it has your eye color or skin color.
Does Tharn
I mean,
seem to have anything else new besides the new staff? Is the question, because that would probably be like the first.
No.
Then yeah, then certainly
He looks like he's rocking the same shit.
Magic items, boy.
vintage. Then
Welcome
yes.
to-
Are you
Pick
actually
my character.
suggesting that I should put on this samurai-looking helmet to walk around as a turtle, like some sort of ninja?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I will pay money.
The helmet of Oogway, it is.
Shut up and take my money.
So I'm just a beefed-out, decorated turtle with a samurai helmet on.
Yep.
All right.
Nice.
Totally Ninja Turtles 3 up in.
Yes.
Welcome back, Mark.
Yep.
Welcome back.
So it's the spray that you can do once a day with it, Tharn. That's a 60-foot, 5 feet wide line. Is the equivalent of a young black dragon's breath. It's a DC 14 dex save, and it's 11 D8 damage, half on a save.
Okay, hold on. You're gonna have to say all of that again.
All right. So the gem that sprays the acid once a day.
It's 5 foot wide,
It's 5 foot wide. It's just like
60 foot long.
like a lightning bolt, except only 60 feet.
Bureau's got this.
Right.
It's
I'll put it in for you.
It's a DC 14 dex save for half damage, and the damage is 11 D8 acid damage.
Right.
Thanks, Dennis. This is fine work.
Plus the
Cool.
resistance to acid damage and a +1 to your AC.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know who this guy is. He points at you, Tharn.
Oh.
Call me what you will, but these people have taken to calling me Thon.
That works.
We'd let him tell you more about himself, but we're in a hurry.
All right.
Thank you,
Well,
Dennis.
I
Changed or give me a key. I'm tired of breaking in.
the word changed.
I know. Every time I go to pick it, it's always different.
Yep. As you guys head off out into the city, I assume you're going to spend some time to attune to that, Tharn?
we're going to Marquette, right?
That's the next stop. Yeah.
Then yes.
Okay. Okay.
But first, we need to head to the bronze grips, I believe. Who had
Yes.
the forge?
Yes, that is correct. You head down to collect your stuff, which I believe I'm remembering correctly. I'm hoping one of you wrote it down, but a bunch of weapons made from the dragon's claws and teeth.
I have it written down.
You
I
do
have
have it down.
1 halberd, 12 bolts, 8 hand axes, and 5 spears.
That sounds right.
I believe there are +1 and maybe vicious.
Indeed, they are.
Yeah,
Cool.
And armor.
Hmm?
and
Yep.
whatever
Nibiru's
other
armor.
Bureau's armor. That is correct. Bureau, the final price that they give you is 125,000 gold pieces.
Woo!
Oof, that's not bad.
What'd it do?
It is a +3 breastplate.
Damn.
Damn.
That has lightning resistance.
Woo!
You have the ability to, I believe it's once per day, sense any blue dragons within. Oh, because this was made. No, yeah, that's right. This was made from both. So you can. It also has acid resistance.
Woo!
You can use it once a day to sense any blue or black dragons within. I think it's like 6 miles of you. You have advantage on saves against the frightening presence from blue and black dragons, or from dragons specifically. Yeah, they did well.
Damn.
I
30 miles range on my blue one.
30 miles then. Sorry.
I thank them very appreciatively for their hard work and hand them their coin.
Do we have that much coin?
We have lots of coin.
Yeah, we
You
have
guys
plenty
are
of coin.
Flush as fuck.
We got a
20.
fucking ancient dragon's horde.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Whose
zero on that one, my
whose coin is that coming out of?
bad. Javi,
I'll take it out of the main bag of holding.
yeah, if
All
you could
right.
do the math, I'd appreciate that.
It does
Like I said,
require. It does require attunement, Bureau.
Cool. I will unintune to the Frostbrand rapier.
Okay.
Mystical conflux. Whoop.
Lastly was what's his butt? Kursk's poleaxe.
What's his butt?
Halberd. Kursk's halberd. Which is also finished.
Mhm.
Which I believe you were just we had a set agreement on that, right?
Yeah, we
I
paid
already-
for it.
Yeah, you already paid it, and you already know what it does, right?
+1 vicious halberd,
Yeah.
if
I
my
just-
memory serves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I
we
actually
paid for
already
those.
have it in Kursk's sheet.
I
Yeah.
think we already paid for all that in advance, just not bureaus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything. I was just making sure you remember what it did and stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
And then 12 bolts for the wrist crossbow, 8 hand axes, and 5 spears.
Cool.
I'll ask, do you happen to have any particularly finely made rapiers that don't necessarily require my magical focus to use?
Or just like a slightly enchanted rapier.
Yeah, something out of, mechanically something better than +1.
Sure. Rapier? That's not really dwarves. You know what I mean?
You can tell they're dwarves because they're wearing dwarven armor and have dwarven weapons and dwarven beards.
And our
That's
dwarves.
right. Everything he just said is correct.
I understand, but you seem to be prolific craftsmen, so I thought I'd ask.
Yeah, I'm just saying, a rapier though, like more dwarves, more like axe, hammer, yeah. You know, like
But I'm a half elf.
Leave that species.
I see what I can do. That ain't.
You have an awesome axe or something. I'll take a look at it. But
I mean, everything's got a price, my friend. But you look like you're packing some pretty good heat right there, anyway.
Yeah.
He will disappear into his shop and come back and say, "This is the best I could do." And it's there's a +2 short sword and a +2 scimitar.
I
The
think
scimitar.
I am proficient with those. I will take the scimitar. How much is that?
The +1, a +2 scimitar eels. It is 15,025 gold pieces.
Okay. Well, I've used about as much of our money as I'm probably going to. Thanks, everyone.
Hold on,
problem.
DM.
Yes.
+2s don't require attunement?
Nope. Nor do plus if it's just +1, 2, or 3, it does not require attunement.
Well, then, can I get a +2 shield?
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Pretty.
Pretty easy get.
What money?
What?
Wait,
With what money? He said,
With what money? I don't know. Maybe like the 20,000 gold that I left with last time that I didn't do anything with.
Hey!
there you go.
Yeah, we did give him a share. So.
That would be.
I don't know if I still have any of that stuff on my character sheet. I gave you guys like a bunch of like my potions and everything, but I think I still have like.
You kept all your money, all your
Yeah,
gold.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Um,
Hey.
That is 13,010 gold pieces. Would you like a round shield, a kite shield, or a tower shield?
I don't give. Whatever.
All right.
The most round, like a
Well,
shell.
no, I guess I guess we can handle this like off stream or stuff. I was just saying, like in the meantime, I would have found a way to get one that or make one that was more natural.
Okay.
I don't really carry things that are metal.
Okay.
If
you want
or
to,
anything, but like
we can say that is the case. Yeah.
okay, and I'll even like I can zero out my monies and stuff like that.
Well, no, it's not. You don't zero it out. It's about what I said. Like if you were crafting it yourself, perhaps with help from friends that you have among the Rivermaw or the Stone Shaper, and whatnot, I will say it was even 10,000 gold pieces.
Nice.
We'll figure this out.
Like for materials and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we suiting up.
hell yeah, we are. Does anybody want any of the hand axes and spears for now, or are they just going to Kursk?
I thought we were using them to outfit, like a part of a regiment.
Yeah.
We don't have enough for
totally.
that.
Like, totally give them to people later, but for now.
Yeah, Curse can.
I think we were gonna give them to like the leaders.
Yeah, but we're not doing that
Each
right
one.
this second. Was his
For
point.
now.
So,
I'm gonna give the hand axes to Kursk so that he has a ranged option.
Okay.
Good idea.
All right.
shit. How much did you say the scimitar was, Bill? Sorry.
It was 15,025.
Got it.
got like a little fancy string with like 2 little danglies on it off the hilt.
As truck
Balls.
nuts?
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, like little things that hang from like sabers and stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. Don't be that guy.
It's like, yeah. Balls.
So you've returned to and claimed all your stuff that you ordered.
Well, everybody ready to head to Anchorel?
Back to the
We
circle.
did fuck.
Yep.
We forgot to ask people for items from I guess afterwards.
From where?
From Asilra.
What?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah. I guess after Marquette we can
Well, maybe Status has something.
maybe.
Just keep going to get everybody solve my problems. Hey, everybody, solve my problems. I got problems.
Hey, having friends with benefits is a thing. They don't have to do the shit. They just have to have the shit already that we can just poke for a second.
Yeah, at the bar.
Um,
Having friends with benefits solves problems.
yeah. You guys head back to House Thunderbrand. Stedos tells you he doesn't go to Isilra. They don't like arcane magic there. So
Fair enough.
Oh, we're
See you
going
later.
to Silro first?
No.
We're going to Marquette, but we were asking.
We can ask
okay.
Droland afterwards.
all right, you guys are going to Marquette.
Correct.
All right. You cast Circle of Teleportation
Correct.
as you step through the portal. As you step through the portal, you come out into a rather cramped sandstone space. It is roughly the size of the room that you guys come into at the Traverse Junction in Iman. There are no rooms, but when you appear, some magical blue flame torch sconces light the room as soon as you appear.
Hello.
Blank white void.
I will knock.
You knock, and a couple minutes go by. Eventually, there's creaking of iron and the scratching of hinges as the door swings open. And on the other side, you see a guard in very impressive plate mail. Looks very much like this guy right here.
Oh hey.
And he says, kind of looks you up and down, and says something in a language that I'm pretty sure none of you understand. None of you speak Marcasian, do you?
Nope.
I mean, I spent some time in Marquette, but
You recognize that it's Marquesian, Beer.
Okay.
You can't speak it though.
Cool. Hello.
Common then.
Yes, common.
Apologies.
Just
Very well.
passing through.
Indeed. As he steps out of the doorway, as you come out, you can see he's directing you to a like a desk where there's a guy wearing like linen silk robes, with a stack of paperwork.
So this doesn't sound like where I out of character thought we were going to end up. So where's specifically did the circle take us to?
You don't know. Somewhere in Marquette.
Hello.
Somewhere in Marquette, yeah.
He didn't know where he got that sigil from.
DM, I've walked past the desk and I'm leaving.
Okay. You walk past the desk. Thorn walks out, looks in the hallway. Okay. And starts making his way, walks right past the desk. As the guy just kind of looks at him going by and then looks back at someone else that hasn't gone by yet.
Yeah, I'll fill it out. I write quite quickly.
There's a quill there. It's essentially like going through customs.
Fuck that noise.
Well, you best hope that nobody asks Thor if he has anything to declare, because I have many things to declare. The Lord is the greatest of all gods. That is most important.
No one stops Tharn as Fike begins to fill out the paperwork. It takes you a good 15 minutes, Fike. Even writing as fast as you can. There's some pretty weird questions. Some of them that are a little bit.
I plan on opening a farm while I'm here. Why is that? Whatever.
Have you brought more than 15,000 gold coins?
Yeah. Eventually you finish and you guys find Tharn waiting out in a courtyard, kind of tapping his toe like, where the fuck have you been? As you are led out into the courtyard to find Tharn, the guard escorts you the rest of the way out of the building. And what you can see is essentially the reverse perspective of what you can see on the screen. Like imagine there's a little door down behind this stagecoach that you just came out of on that massive building. So you're kind of looking towards us.
Is that the Cerulean Palace?
You turn around and look behind you, Bureau. Yes, it is.
Okay. So 2 objectives while we're here. One is to see if we can perhaps secure some aid from the Cerulean Palace.
You hear the door behind you close as the guard disappears back inside.
That appears might need to be something we do later.
Bureau, you said you've been here before. Do you have friends here? Because it seems like no one really likes us.
I don't know that anybody likes us or dislikes us, but they get a lot of traffic here. I'm not sure that the folks immediately around will remember me.
What did you do here?
Perhaps
We're
I
not
could do
well,
the
right?
talking. People don't dislike me.
Just one of these.
It just seems like they don't like.
What's that?
Are we in on Corel?
You don't know. You've never been here before.
It just seems like to me that people
Hey man,
don't
are we
like
in
foreigners
Ankarel?
here.
Yeah,
Welcome to Ankarel, everyone. We
You
just
know
stepped
you
out
are
of
in
the Cerulean
Ankarel,
Palace.
I have a friend here. Just one.
You have a friend? Who's the friend?
I'll explain later. But it's Eliza. She can. It's High Priestess Pike's daughter.
Oh.
Oh. Well, that's a good friend to have.
I'm sure that's a productive connection we could leverage. We can tell her all about how you've helped her mother.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
And how much her mother loves you, like a son.
Did you not say that you knew someone here as well, Vanya?
I know of someone here. I've never met them personally. Ronnie gave me Arana gave me a name and somebody to look out for while we were here. And if I know her, he's probably with whatever passes for a Brawlers League around here.
That makes sense.
Well, how about since we're standing at the Cerulean Palace, maybe there's a place we can go to at least request an audience?
I mean, sure, that sounds like your expertise.
Yep. Can I take us to wherever we would go to request an audience with the Grand Maven?
Sure. You begin to lead the party through along the outside walls here of the Cerulean Palace through the market area here. As you make your way through, there are street vendors of all kinds, intermingled with actually established physical shops, barking out. The smells are of delicious things, groceries to be purchased, things being cooked and sold on the side of the street. There is a very active market atmosphere here. As you make your way around the outside, eventually coming to what you would imagine is probably some sort of a main entrance. There's these huge open double doors that bear a relief carved into them of what looks like a scene of a red dragon being thwarted by defenders of the city, as it's in the sky, being like pelted with ballista bolts and things of that nature. It's
Nice.
like a still frame,
Hmm.
carved. It's like 25-foot tall, 60-foot wide mural carved into these double doors. As you make your way into the main courtyard, there are several guards about, and there appears to be off to the side a table with attendants, and there's a line of people behind it that look like citizens there to make requests or air grievances or make formal inquiries.
I proceed to the line.
All right. It's pretty. There's a couple dozen people in the line, so it's a long line at the moment.
Tharn, tell us about all the things that are things as we wait.
That'll make the time progress very quickly.
It'll probably also make some of the people that are standing near us get out of the line.
Leave.
That's kind of what I'm hoping.
Darn, tell me all the different types of dragons and why we shouldn't mess with them.
5 minutes in, you watch as like 10 people get out of line.
Yes.
And make their way out. About 10 minutes later, you finally get to the front, and there's a little self-important looking man with a pencil-thin like mustache, wearing like white linens, with like a hood up over his head, protecting him from the sun. As he looks up at you and says, "I assume you do not speak Marquesian."
Not well, unfortunately.
Of course not, swine. What is it you...
And with that, I'm leaving.
Knox's eyes grow wide, like, oh, so it's that kind of place.
Why do they sound French?
French... they're like Morocco, like French...
We're in Algiers,
I
apparently.
I guess, yeah.
That guy sounds just like Boz Beer.
Oh fuck.
No, he did not. I don't know what you're talking about.
I've been here before. I represent some of the
Certainly
combined.
not. I would recognize your stench.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh no, these are the guys.
in
These
before
are the
I
guys.
touch you a second time, you silly
Yeah, yeah.
bastard.
Thank you, thank you.
Your mother is a hamster.
Your father
and
smelled
your
of
father
elderberry.
smelled of elderberries.
I
One
represent.
just leaves before he punches this guy in the face. I'm
What
I'll
is
wait
it?
outside.
What is it you wish of our holiest of leaders, Jaman Saward?
I represent the combined governments of Iman, Craghammer, and Singorn from Taldore, and we come with an offer to both assist and request request aid in a time of need. We would like to speak with the Grand Maven.
And I'm supposed to believe that.
You are, as and I elbow Fike. Hopefully, I'm
Oh.
being glib as I cast glibness.
All right. Make a persuasion check.
Sure will. I will take a 20 or 30, please.
A 30. All right.
I will take a 30,
He
please.
looks
Bring
you
your
up and
30.
down. Looks you up and down. Hmm.
He has psychic paper now. He just holds out his.
Kind of like twists his mustache.
I am
and
Dumbledore.
pulls it,
It's
and
short.
pulls
You
it tight. As he takes a quill,
You are the doctor.
writes a couple paragraphs on a sheet and says, "I will send your request up the line." And he slides a what looks like a smooth stone across it looks like make a good skipping stone. He slides it across the table and has like a some sort of arcane glyph carved into it. This will inform you when and if your audience with our higher ups will be accepted.
This will buzz when your table is ready.
Given the importance of the message, surely you can help us bump up in the queue a bit.
Hmm.
I take the scimitar speed not out, but I unhook it from my belt and I place it on the table and I go, "This is your great leader's sword. I would like to return it to them."
Oh, you carry the sword of Jamanso as he looks down, looks up at you. Hmm. Looks back down.
It really is.
He ain't lying.
Looks up at you and looks back down and like picks it up and looks a little bit closer.
You can remove it from the sheath if you would like to inspect it further.
I'll see what I can do.
All right, I take it and I put it and I hook it back around my belt.
You're very kind.
Now, there are people behind you.
May your family be worthy of the courtesy you've shown us today.
Hmm.
Day be as pleasant as you are.
And be pleased.
Hmm.
Be
It's-
pleased.
As he says, there's people behind you. It just like the camera pans to the side and zooms, and Tharn is just standing there, just like talking at the people in line behind him. They're all just backing up. There's nobody in the courtyard anymore.
Yeah.
Someone
The only people that are like on the ground, like crawling. Like, no, I can't take it.
like
Tharn
when
is
someone's trying to dispute something at the bank, and Tharn's just going, "I fucking know I don't have a negative balance." Like, oh, God, I just want to make a deposit. Come on.
Tharn is like our portable biological weapon.
But yeah, he hands the paper that he's been scribing on to one of his runners who takes off into the palace. And he's like, "Zzz."
Step off for now. Move people to the side.
We'll step to the side, but
When he says that, I respond to him in B.
I will, however, not discourage Tharn from continuing to talk to the crowd.
Okay. You guys wait there. and like 30 minutes goes by, and then like another hour goes by.
Oh.
At some point, Vanya will come back and join them.
Look at another one of those heroes. They were delicious.
Another 2.5 hours go by.
All right, well, I'm going to go find a bar. Let me know if you need me for talking to these people. I suspect you'd rather I wasn't there.
Mm.
Yeah.
You can be honest with me, Bureau. I don't mind.
I was.
I know you hesitate. Don't hesitate.
Sorry. Yes.
We've been working this whole time on having you not hesitate.
You are precisely correct.
That is, which is to say, dodge.
And I do.
Yeah, Vanya. Yeah, you dodge.
And then after that, I'll fuck off to find a bar.
Yeah, Vanya fucks off to find a bar, drinks for several hours, and comes back to find you still there in the courtyard.
Uh,
How are you still here?
Apparently, charm only goes so far.
You charmed the guy you talked to.
Sure did.
Yeah. Well,
I'll go into like the marketplace and try to listen in for like rumors and shit if anyone's speaking in common. I highly doubt it, but
Particularly keep an eye out for rumors of a paladin with nightmares in the desert.
mysterious flames in the desert seen at night.
hmm.
Not very specific.
Yeah, super not specific at all. All right, so that's what you're doing, Fike.
I'm also looking for Ace Dawn antiquities, but but yeah.
Yeah. So all right, that's what you're doing. What's everyone else doing?
I'm waiting for an opportunity to be greeted.
Hmm.
I'll go back to a bar and I guess start asking probably the bartender if there's a Brawlers League or anything. Ask him about Zavoy.
All right.
Hey, Bureau, you got this, right? Like, I don't need to stay here with you, right?
No point in all of us suffering.
All right, buddy. I'll clap him on the shoulder, and I will kind of follow Fike for a little while, and if I see like a Temple of Bahamut, I'll go in there for a while.
Okay. Tharn, you still talking? The courtyard's empty. The sun has gone. Is late in the afternoon. There's still guards kind of patrolling around, but
Has enough time passed with me sitting there to get in a long rest?
just about.
Almost. Oh, come on.
Come on.
Ren's gonna stay around by where Bureau is, but she's a little focused. She wants to get like a sense of this place because this is definitely very a new environment, and she was curious in the architecture and the general, like how this kingdom or whatever exactly is it considered a kingdom? Like how this place runs in like comparison to places she's been and like studying.
Who is Ren asking?
She probably have asked Bureau while they were waiting for a bit, and then.
All right, Bureau explains to you. Bureau, roll a history check.
Can do.
Yeah, Bureau explains to you that it is considered a sovereign kingdom. This is the capital city of Ankarel. There are many smaller cities, small oasis cities that go out and and dot throughout the desert surrounding Ankarel. but he controls a majority of the continent from this seat of power. And this Jamon Saord character, there's not a lot of solid information surrounding them. They some people think that it's a title because it's the same character who's apparently been ruling Ank'Harel for centuries. So some people think it's actually like a title and not like an actual individual. But the city has always been well protected, and everyone within it prosperous. So no one's ever really bothered to be like, you know, we want to get rid of things are good for everyone here.
That's rather fascinating. Huh. The architecture is very different than what I'm used to. But also, after a while, she also took off her gambeson because it's really fucking hot out here.
Yeah.
It's like, oh god.
Indeed.
Wishes she had prestidigitation.
Fike, make a perception check as you're kind of like making your way through the market crowds, trying to listen in on stuff.
Luck.
What you're gonna use luck?
Yeah, much better.
18. Okay.
Mike, you get advantage on perception checks now. You know that, right?
And then that was advantage.
Okay, so 18.
You mad?
Yeah. 18. You spend some time kind of just like trying to eavesdrop on several conversations. You're able to dart faster from conversation to conversation because the ones that you pick up are speaking Marquesian. You don't even bother with. You just move on until you find someone speaking common. You do get the biggest thing you hear about is a trade caravan being hit not far from a small oasis city south of the city, or a small oasis town south of the city. But the strange thing is that nothing was taken and everything was burnt.
I will take that and lock that away.
Vanya,
Hmm?
just make a general charisma check for me as you're trying to get information out of the bartender and stuff. 12. All right. He tells you that he explains to you that in the city there are, as far as if getting into a scrap, that there is legal duels in the city. Two parties agree to it, and it's overseen by the guard. Two people can resolve a conflict through combat. Outside of that, in the city, the only sanctioned combat sport is in I believe it's called the Cauldron of Champions or something like that. But that only happens on special occasions. He explains to you there are several bare knuckle brawling leagues that through the Oasis towns. It's kind of like almost like a little traveling caravan, like rolls into town. They hold fights for a week and move on to the next small oasis town. Last he heard, there was it was making the rounds south of the city.
Okay. Thank you kindly. I'll tip him a couple of gold.
Okay. Beer or Fike and Vanya, Knox, you, after walking around for a little while and asking for directions, you are able to find quite easily a very prominent temple of Bahamut.
Okay.
Go with your people.
Well, hopefully they're very different than how that one person was to Bureau. Well, let's find out.
I mean, look at you. You're a paragon of Muhammad splendor. I guarantee they're gonna drop at your feet any moment.
Well, we can only see, and I will walk in.
Okay. You walk in and are greeted by several abbots, recognizing that you display quite prominently the symbol of Bahamut on your person. They come up and one of them is human female, short, close crop hair with some graying at the temples, caramel skin, um, a little bit wrinkled from constant sun, and a male, excuse me, male dragonkin. Looks quite a bit younger. Probably some sort of uh, like a like a entry level position kind of priest. I don't know what that would be called. But
Probably a friar, something like that.
something, yeah, something like that, like a friar. As of kind of scrawny, um, with with copper scales. And how can we be the older woman? Says, how can we be of assistance?
Well, obviously I'm from Drakinia, and I've come from Amon. I just wanted to worship and see what Marquette's platinum sanctuary is like here.
All are welcome to worship as they will here.
I appreciate it. Is Thank you, and he'll just kind of walk away as
Very well.
he'll just go find a place to just have a moment with Bahamut and be kind of looking around, just like trying to figure out where to go, and then he'll find
Yeah.
a spot and sit down.
You find a magnificent cathedral covered in stained glass, and with all the sun, it plays pretty across the walls on the inside. There's several rows of pews, um, with it's not necessarily pews, it's rows and rows of like little cushioned stools to kneel down on in front of, as on the far end of the hall. There's an enormous full-on platinum statue of what looks like a full scale, not full scale, but like uh, full body sculpture of Bahamut.
Knox will take a minute and just kind of sit there in silence for a good few minutes. And
As you do, the sun kind of, as it moves across the sky, you can see the different colors, almost like a kaleidoscope, reflecting off of the shiny platinum exterior of the statue, and it almost kind of has this little psychedelic effect.
and he'll look at the statue, and he'll say, I don't know if you heard me down in that temple, but I can only imagine it was you that helped us. So I thank you for hearing and answering my prayers. If there's anything more I can do to bring your name honor, just let me know.
Make a religion check. you sit in quiet meditation for a little bit. And you don't know if it's an impression from Bahamut or just your general sense of how things are going, but you have a feeling you're on the right path.
Well, I'll take that as a win, and I'll try this later. I am not very good at it, so please forgive me. But yeah, thank you again, and just keep us safe. And if I am to die, let it be for the protection of all these people in this world. I wouldn't want them to be stuck under this evil person's thumb. And then he'll stand up and say his last whatever he's got to say and walk out.
All right. The rest of you come back to the courtyard after doing all of this, and Bureau and Ren and Tharn are still hanging out there.
Huh. Wow, they really hate us, don't they?
Apparently.
Should I go ask for like a manager? Or...
Don't be our Karen. Please don't be our Karen.
Wow.
Be our Karen. Be
No,
our
Fike-
Karen.
Fike is definitely the Karen of the group.
We totally
Fike
is,
is the
but
Karen.
Be
I am
honest.
the lead Karen of all the
Let's
people
be
here.
honest.
You guys might want to step outside for a bit. Because I'm about to just start playing Sandstorm on a loop.
Yep, I'm out. I'm out.
Nope. Nope. Why is it every time I come back here, something else horrible is happening?
Why a rocking chair? This fucking sucks.
Let me know on the message bracelet when the sandstorm is done. I don't know what I'll do, but I won't be here.
I managed to give a thumbs up as I keep playing.
One quick question: in that thing that I signed, that paperwork, what was the fine for noise pollution? And
It depends.
fucking, it's gonna be a sum. I'll tell you that much.
How much do we have left after all of our shit we've just bought?
Another hour goes by as the
Lots.
sun is well and truly down.
Yay, long
and
rest.
moon is out. Several guards come over to you, Bureau, and says, "You have your stone. You will be contacted when your meeting will commence.
Surely I wouldn't
The
want
palace
to leave
grounds are now closed."
Sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of my playing. Hope you're enjoying it.
They begin to drag you towards towards the gate.
All right.
Talking.
Once they leave me outside, I'll say another bracelet. Things aren't going well. Did you guys find out anything?
Hi, this is my first time here. I'd like to talk to the president, please.
That's not my first
I
time.
It's not his
swear.
first time.
I'm from the council of another place, like a whole bunch of other places.
Do we have anything that we can use to prove that we're from the council or anything?
Not at all.
Me, Knox, and oh no, I guess it's me and Knox. We all have signet rings. We're royalty.
Yeah, I guess I don't have my
yeah.
signet ring anymore, but
Tomorrow. This will give Jamansa or a night to sleep.
Sure.
I still
unless you want to send to
Go
somebody
in and
like, is
talk
there
to
anything you could, send us that might get us further in the door here? Does anyone know anybody here that we can name drop?
Yeah, do you have any motivators?
Like, hey,
Trying to
Laura,
return
hey.
Technically, with glibness, he's supposed to believe what I said is true, which in fact is true.
Hmm.
It is, and he did exactly what is his job to do. He sent it up the chain.
Yep, the bureaucratic chain.
Hmm.
Yeah. You know, he's
Gotta
just,
love
the leader of a
bureaucracy.
nation. I'm sure he's just sitting around waiting to meet with you guys.
He is, because it is a made up world and he's not really doing anything.
Well-
DM,
Yes.
can trying to separate my knowledge of this place from the in-game knowledge of this place, would I be able to, can you see like significant parts of the palace? Like, is it just like a tower straight up, or is it like
It looks
ye olde European castle, or is this like
just like this on your screen.
well, my screen has been white and blank since we got here,
Oh.
so I haven't been able to see anything.
Well,
Hmm.
you might want to try and refresh it.
Let me see.
But it's sorry, it's a huge it's not just a castle, it's like grounds and a castle, and like there's different sections, and it's like this huge sandstone and cerulean structure.
There you go. In Discord too.
There you go. Yeah.
Is the big
Trying to get back into Roll20 now. So
Yeah.
There's a picture in the Discord now.
The big spiry thing.
gotcha. And the courtyard is in the middle of all the spiry things, or
No, you're in one of the courtyards. See how
Yeah,
there's like
you-
different levels of walls and kind of like different areas? Yeah, it's a huge structure.
well, then let me ask a specific question.
Yeah.
Is there can I see any trees like higher up the castle?
There are some at a higher section.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any larger ones, or are they just like small fruit trees?
Wow.
I don't like where this is going.
Nope.
I love it.
I
Um,
know exactly where this is going.
I know where this is going
they're
to.
they're date trees.
I'm sure they are. That didn't answer the question that I asked, though.
Which is,
Are they larger body trees, or are they small trees?
I mean,
Date trees are
Yeah, what size are date trees, I guess?
they could
They're
be big.
a Google image search leads me to believe that they're basically
Palm trees.
palm trees, but with thicker trunks.
yeah. There you go.
Well, if they're thick enough, then I'm just going to cast Tree Stride, and I'm going to walk through one of them.
Oh, gee.
Okay, that did not go the way I thought it was
Okay.
going.
No, that's exactly how I thought it was going to happen.
Yep.
But I wasn't expecting him to do it right
Yeah,
now.
you could definitely do that.
Wait, what?
Mr. Good into this situation.
I have no idea where he went, so.
You guys
Hold on
watch
one
as
second,
Farn walks
my,
over to a tree in the courtyard, reaches out, puts his hands on it. A small little gateway opens up. He walks through it, and it closes behind him.
Wait. I thought.
I'm sure we'll
Well,
become aware of
only
what
go
he's doing
well.
shortly.
Oh.
I told everybody to come with me.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I would have been like, follow me, and then I would have done it. So
Okay.
it's up to the party whether or not they wanted to follow.
All right. Farn says, "Follow me." Walks over to a tree, and you watch as he opens up this gateway.
No,
If the
wait.
fight goes, I'll go.
Fucking lutely not.
I'll go.
I watch
Bureau,
Bureau
You
go.
know what? This sounds fun. I'll
Just
go.
running.
I watch
The
Bureau
dumpster
go, and
fire
I
is truly a mood right now.
I watch Bureau go and I slap Mike on his butt and I was like, "Let's go!"
Just running after Piero. Oh, God.
Have fun in the giant ice cream cone. I'm gonna stay right down here until I get invited in.
My night senses are tingling and they're not telling me good things right now. Like, fuck.
All right. So who all went? Obviously, Tharn, Vanya, Biero, Ren,
Yes.
and Noxus. Did you go?
Running
I
after
went.
Piero.
All right,
I
so
tried to make Mike go.
the only person who didn't go is Fike.
I read the
And,
paperwork. I know. I know.
did Curse
it means-
did Curse go?
I
Yeah,
don't
he
know.
listens.
No, you know what? You know
No,
what?
yeah,
you
he
know what?
listens.
You know
He
what?
listens
You know
to
what?
your orders.
You know what, Bill? I will stand on what I said before. If Mike didn't go, I'm not gonna go. I will
All
stand
right.
on.
So Kursk, Biero, Vanya, Tharn, and Ren walk through the tree. As you guys watch them, the passage close behind them. It opens back up, and you guys are up on a like it's probably like 3 levels up from where you were previously. And there's like a huge balcony garden here with several date trees that you walk out into, and there's like a couple little sitting areas and a little water fixture that is like got like a little carved sprite on it who's like holding out a horn of plenty that's like spraying water into a pool.
Where are we?
Where are we?
Do I recognize where we're at?
Uh,
How?
As you guys kind of look around and look out
What?
over the balcony and kind of get your bearings, you can see down into the courtyard where Fike and Knox are still hanging out.
Huh. Well, I'm sure this won't go badly.
Master Thorn, no, we
behind
need to
you-
leave.
Behind you are large glass walls, on the other side of which you can see is a rather large chamber, like circular chamber.
Master Thorn, this is not how we get in. This is. I have lived and worked in a palace. This is not how this works.
We are here representing peoples from across the land on a very important matter. Being made to wait all day, this is insulting and it's entirely useless. We have a job to do. Come here, talk to this Jasord Aman person, tell them what we need, get it, and then leave.
They know it's not who we are yet.
Well, they won't know who we are until we go in and tell them. So let us go and tell them. I'm tired of sitting here baking in the sun. And so I just walk in wherever I can and go,
Thorn, wait.
Mr. Sordaman, where are you?
As you walk into this large chamber, where some of the glass is actually doors that you push on, Tharn. So it opens up
I
and you
pull
come
on
in.
them.
You pull on them. They turn out to be a push. So you push on them.
Important question, Bill. Did a long rest actually occur in there?
Please.
Yeah.
So then I recast glibness.
If you didn't go out and around, doing stuff.
Sure did not.
As you come in, it's a large circular chamber, and all around the sides it appears to be glass. And are just you guys following Tharn in?
Yep.
Yeah, but just no, don't. No, stop, don't.
As the
Willy Wonka style.
Yeah, as the last of you.
A little more, not exactly.
Stop.
That's Biero, but.
As the rest of you go through the door behind Tharn, as you get inside and the door closes behind you, and you get about halfway into the chamber, the center, large brazier in the center lights up, and the room begins to rise rapidly.
Oh, God. Oh, boy.
Oh, this is normally a precursor to a lot of people getting hurt.
And death.
As you
And Vanya starts looking around for a lever or something to stop this.
you look around before you can find such a thing.
Good campaign, guys. Good campaign.
You feel the elevator begin to slow, and as it rises up into a much larger chamber and stops, you look across from you to see the arcane eyes flare awake on an enormous golem-like creature.
Oh,
And
nuts.
that's where we're gonna pick things up next week.
Motherfucker. Well,
Well, hey,
Well-
listen. Maybe you guys are cool waiting 4 days to talk to this guy for when there's
Nope,
a
that
Jurassic
was
Park
awesome.
out. But
that's fair.
Totally awesome.
by the way,
staying in character,
this-
but
I hope this kills. I hope whatever this is kills Tharn, so that way he leaves this campaign the same way he came in. Just like fucking, where are the people? And I need to talk.
who's on the
That is
council
pretty much
of
how he came
Ankarel?
into this
Who's on the
When
council of
elevator hit
Ankarel?
the top and the golem's eyes lit up, he immediately was like, "Are you on the Taldori Council?"
Oh.
Oh yeah, no, I thought it was amazing, but
Welcome back, Mark.
Ren's been on the other
Welcome
side of
back,
this.
Mark.
Ren's been on the other side of this shit. Oh,
Welcome back, Tharn.
yay!
So Mark texted me earlier today. He's like, I have reliable high-speed internet.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah. Side note: my reliable high-speed internet just disconnected and won't reconnect, which is part of the reason why I wasn't able to see what was on the screen.
Aha.
But anyway, he will be joining us.
I have to
So
redo
long
all
as
my
he has-
overlays again.
So long as he has reliable internet.
Sorry, I don't want to make you redo all your overlays. I'll just not come back.
Oh,
Potentially till the end of the campaign, at least.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Whoop.
We could definitely use a Tharn versus a Tarask.
Yes, please. Tharn v.
Tharn
Tarask.
is not immune to psychic damage, and that's what Tharn dishes out.
Yeah. Tharn, listen, Tharn has no idea what to do with a Tarask. Mark has some very interesting ideas of what to do with a Tarask.
Oh boy.
We need several hundred sheep.
It's already been put to sleep.
I'm glad we were able to surprise you guys though, because I was like, "Can you
Oh,
come
yeah.
tonight?"
Fuck.
He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Sweet, we're gonna surprise them."
Fuck.
Yeah, that turned a shitty day into a good one.
Oh my god.
Like, Bill just pulled a Cora.
Hmm?
Respect.
Pulled a what?
That's how I introduced one of my characters into the campaign that I'm running for Bill. Is that
Oh.
I was like, texted her and like, hey, join the session now, and like she literally like joined the Discord, like, hey guys, what's up?
Nice.
New player, motherfucker.
Nobody used their chat inspiration, so whoop.
Oh no.
It's okay. They get
So
their
to
they
be
get their
fair,
points back.
Does this mean Tharn's
they-
with us for the foreseeable future?
It does.
Yes.
mean that.
Nice.
For the foreseeable future until Jamon saw Ord murders him.
What was that, Mark?
After I got the inspiration, I never had to roll again. So there wasn't anything
Right?
I could add.
Yeah, that's fine. Fike
the
did
chat,
though.
The chat inspirations stick around until you use them.
Wait.
They
What?
just you can't have more than one at a time. Remember?
Oh, you changed that
Mhm.
rule? Okay. Good to know.
Yeah,
Yeah, he changed it last week.
I
Well-
changed it last week.
Oh, I wasn't sure you changed it last week, or like it was a change, or if it was just a okay.
Yeah, no. It makes more sense. That's because I don't want them to feel like they wasted it. And
Okay. Well, you get your points back anyway. Two people.
But yeah, welcome to Ankarel, guys.
Love that I probably was filling the paperwork out and going, breaking into the pound is inevitable, painful death.
Punishable by death by golem? What?
It's very oddly specific. It's like, yeah, I
Hey.
will not.
Oddly specific.
This is how Vox Machina proved themselves to Jamon Sa'ord, so let's do it.
Not. I
Or
don't
just, short two people.
No,
Yeah.
last I checked, they were on the outside of where the gate was, and like, I
Oh,
have
yeah.
this
Blake
thing
and
for you.
Noctis are out down in the court, hundreds of feet away.
Have
at this
fun.
Are they within dimension door distance?
point. Maybe.
We could figure it out.
You'll
we can
have to
figure it
find
out
out.
another time, I guess.
It was fine.
We'll have to figure that. You'll have to figure that out next week. As we roll the initiative at the beginning of the session.
Holy fuck. Well, That
Alrighty.
happened. Okay.
We want to talk
Oh,
Hmm?
what's that?
about what's going on next week.
Oh, yeah, that's
Or-
right. Well, next Wednesday would be the day before Thanksgiving.
Oh, right.
Make sure everybody's gonna. If everyone's gonna be around, I'm gonna be around, so we can definitely run the game.
I'm here.
I'll be
I'm here.
around.
Canadian Thanksgiving is in October.
Yeah,
so I'm
he
here.
already had his.
Mark,
Actually, I'm traveling far to do a large family gathering.
Mm.
I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, I'll be here. I'm not kidding.
so yeah, so next week, same time, same place.
Cool.
Sure.
Perfect.
XP?
Yeah, as you guys take on a Cobalt Golem, new and improved.
Damn.
with
Have
now
fun,
with the
guys.
boots.
Who you guys want experience points? Probably, huh?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I
don't need it.
guess. I guess.
Yes.
I'll just level up when other people level up. I don't care.
So basically, I brought Tharn back in at level 16 with the same amount of XP as whoever has the lowest. Which
Ah.
at the moment, which turned out to be Vanya at 80, I believe.
Mhm.
So
70. Oh no, I'm actually wrong. Never mind.
Hmm.
We have a healer again, guys.
You're
you have
You're-
another healer.
We have the healer.
Tharn, you got 30 XP. Biero, 28. Nox, 27. Fike, 28. Vanya, 30. And Renata, 29.
Slightly over halfway there.
Yay.
So it's your current level, which would be 16 Tharn, times 20 is what you need to get to
So
the next level.
320.
So 320.
Cool.
You remember how I do XP and shit.
Yeah.
So were
Yeah,
you
no
planning to throw a Cobalt Golem at us, or did we throw a wrench in whatever you were planning?
It was definitely a potential outcome.
Thorn is here. This is definitely a potential outcome.
All outcomes are potential outcomes.
There were several ways you could have gotten to here. This is one of them.
This was one of them.
Breaking in was one of the things I was
Oh.
I don't know.
God.
But
Knowing Tharn.
but there was a possibility that you could have surpassed having to do this. But this is definitely the more direct approach.
Hmm. We're nothing if not direct.
It's true. It's true.
Did anyone ding ding?
No, I got
Nah.
74 left.
I'm just over a third of the way there.
Much to do.
Fike is probably going to level before I do. Right? That's how it normally
No.
works.
Because
Or
he's
did
already
he already-
17.
I'm already 17.
Oh, then yeah, he already leveled. So I'm probably going to be next.
Yeah, he's the only one of
really?
you that's level 17.
Yeah, normally
what
when
That your overlays.
Yeah, you need to
one-off.
tell me these things so I can update the overlay.
Today I don't usually watch your Twitch as well. I only do it sometimes.
Hmm.
yeah, Fike once Fike levels, then it kind of follows me.
I'm the no lifer here because I've only missed one session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've missed a few. But I was right on par with Fike for a while. I was like always right after him. Now I'm kind of farther behind.
You had a couple trips that you went on and stuff.
Yeah.
Talking about, I was level 12. I missed a whole shit ton of sessions, and now I'm level 16. So
Yeah, how the fuck that happened?
Well,
I want what he
Darn.
had.
Tharn was out there doing other stuff.
Other stuff.
Like recruiting stone giants.
He was.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
let's
I
be
died
honest.
and gained a level, so
Thing you did in your absence.
Let's be honest, he was just growing trees,
I don't want
guys.
you to fall too far behind everybody. You know, that's like it would make no sense for him to show up and still be level 12 or whatever.
Yeah.
He's been
Are we still on the
traveling.
air?
Hmm.
Are we still
Oh.
on the internet?
Yes, yes. I'm trying to figure out who to send people to
Oh.
quickly.
Yeah.
But thank you all so much for joining us tonight. This was an insane session. Holy shit. So, if you did not, if you
Return of
missed,
Thar.
yeah, if
Name
you
of-
missed any part of this session, please go back and watch the VOD because you will not be unamused. Because holy fuck.
Yeah, we were funny. We had fun.
That was insane. So who can I
That was nice.
send?
You guys had some rough sessions recently. So
Yeah,
I was
holy
happy.
fuck.
Yeah, we needed Thorn.
Really did.
And one without rolling initiative didn't hurt.
Yeah, it's always nice. It's
After
just
how
just gotta
much
save it
shit
for
we
next
fought
time.
in the last one.
Yeah. That was a lot. Shit, who do we even
What was I? Oh, by the way, Darn,
Yeah.
spewing that acid out of your helmet is in action. I figured you knew that,
Yeah.
but I just wanted to make sure. All right.
Nope. Those of you still around, let's go say hi to Kelly Siren, who's playing Smash Ultimate with her chat, so. And who is fucking amazing, and who also plays D&D. So until then, everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye.
Hey.
I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice holder. I'm proud to be. I'm a flying ace and fly through outer space. Hello, sweetie. I'm a badass, asexual, polyhedral dice holder. I'm proud